right. We're gonna be live in a moment. I'm already live on Twitch and YouTube, just trying to set up the Facebook live and then set up the TikTok live, and then we'll get this show started. All right, I think Facebook is live now. Let's go live on TikTok. One second. Set my background lights. There we go. All right. We're gonna be live shortly on TikTok. All right. I think we're live on TikTok now. We're live on Facebook. We're live on Twitch. We're live on YouTube as well. All right. Make we see how we could do the show today. Make we see how we could do our show today. Let's see how we're gonna get it done. If you're here, please feel free to like and share. Let's get people here to join the show. Akara. Akara, thank you for the like, man. Akara, thank you so much for the like. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. I think I need another screen here because it's, I need another screen over here. Akara. Thank you. I go chop Akara later today, Zev. Akara. Nah, thank you for the live, my brother Jare or my sister, whoever is behind that account. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, man. Let's keep liking and sharing and get more people here to join the show. It's gonna be a good show today. It's about our Auntie Bianca. About our Auntie Bianca, or make we discuss her, because I don't hear some people thoughts on this thing, and it blow my mind though. They read, it's obviously it's kind of a breaking news this past week, right? So I read this thing, I see people, they make videos. I'm like, Shey na me the Chris. I'm like, it be like na me the Chris, because how can it be that only me? Not only me, obviously, but you get the point though. I'm gonna get into it in a moment. But hey, Akara says, funny enough, I actually hate Akara. Moi moi is my favorite snack. I love moi moi too, by the way. I prefer moi moi. I wouldn't say I hate Akara, but I prefer moi moi to akara. If I'm on a given day, if I'm giving a well-made moi moi, no be anyhow moi moi they do. Well-made moi moi, we done well, we then cook well, you know. Not necessarily with fish or egg, just well-made moi moi. Drink them, chop on with gari they drink, you know. You go and die. But definitely, I hear you. But my hobby Chinese man said moi moi will not be good, would not be a good name. Okay, now him give you akara. now your husband name you akara. Wala. Anyway, hey, I see Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe, thank you. Thank you for joining. You say over 2,000 still remain for Togo prison. Let her help us. My thought on this one go break your heart though, but just stay put. We're gonna get into it in a moment, and let's keep liking and sharing and get more people to join the show. Let's keep liking and sharing and get more people here to join the show. Let's see what we have here. We're live on Twitch today, man. We're live on Twitch. We're live on Twitch. We got our Twitch set up, man. Twitch, Facebook. We're streaming on 4 platforms now. We're on Twitch, we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're on TikTok, obviously. Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. Next one na Twitter. I just never get the time to set them up. So next one is gonna be Twitter. We'll set up Twitter. No, they push the gospel, they go that side. But hey, let's keep liking. This is gonna be a great show. It's gonna be an interesting one. It's gonna be a good conversation. Hear my perspective and tell me where I'm wrong for thinking the way I think, right? But let's keep liking, by the way. We had, how many likes we did now? We are 814 likes. Let's keep liking. Make we shoot for 5K likes. Let's shoot for 5K likes. Let's keep liking and sharing. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you. I hope everybody's Sunday, they go well. I hope everybody's Sunday go well. You know, the Nigerians, they scattered all over the world. Some people don't enter Monday by now. Some people just enter Sunday. Some people they middle of Sunday. Some people don't they end Sunday. So wherever you are watching from, as a Nigerian, I welcome you to the Beer Parlor Show. This is where we have real talks on, Nigerian social issues, politics, what is it? Anything you want to talk about, we talk about them, for the Beer Parlor Show. So if you're new here, you're welcome. If you're returning, thank you for coming back. I appreciate you. We're going to have a good show today. The title or the topic today is Bianca Ojukwu's Ethiopia prison deal. I have my reservation and our reservations, no be just one, because transparency, right? Transparency is one. The deal, it's not in the public. Say, okay, what did these people do? How much is it even costing Nigeria to do this swap deal? What did they do? What are their type of crime? Is it a violent crime? Is it selling powder? Is it fraud? What is the crime? And then that one outside, about the deal, what are they coming to do in Nigeria? Are they coming to serve the remaining of their time? What is this about? What is this deal about? You see, this is where I'm taking this argument to, that I'm not seeing anybody asking. And I keep reading people talking about it. I've not seen anybody ask these questions. Instead, everybody's saying, oh yes, Tinubu is doing a great job. Tinubu is doing a great job. He's doing a great job. That is why we need our people there. That is why, especially from Igbo people, right? Hey, man, I'm not going to mention their name. Make I do like Kanye West. I'm not going to mention their name. Igbo people. Hey, man, from Igbo people. Make I do like Kanye West, boy. But you get the point, right? From Igbo people, you see, oh yes, Tinubu is doing a great, not just any, the Igbo people where they support Tinubu. Yes, Tinubu is doing a great job. Yes, this is why we need our people there. I'm like, yo, are you guys for real? Are you guys for real? Are you guys for real? That Tinubu is doing a great job for bringing prisoners. Are these prisoners or victims of circumstance? Then just they walk out by themselves, one thing happened, then go kick stone where they're not supposed to kick stone. The government, is that the case? That is not the case. These people, premeditated would be the key word here, right? Premeditated. These people leave Nigeria with the intent to go commit crime for these places, right? These people left Nigeria with the intent to go commit crime for these places. Even the ones who don't leave Nigeria with the intent, they reach there, they do whatever it is they were doing, and then they intentionally started committing crimes. Right? It's just every day on the news. You see, for US, then you go see for news. Yes, US caught this Nigerian scammer. US caught this Nigerian scammer. The person is serving 10. Hush puppy. Let's use Hush puppy as an instance, right? Hush puppy is a convicted fraudster, right? Why should we be advocating to get him from the USA, make he go Nigeria, go serve, or make he come Nigeria, come serve in term? Why? You they defraud US citizens. You they defraud people for US government. You they defraud things where concern US. Then catch you. Sentence you, found you guilty, sentence you. And you're telling me that Bianca should now go to the US and say, hey, Mr. USA, please give us Hush Puppy. Let us bring him back to Nigeria. Let him come and enjoy with his family. Let him meet his family. What am I missing here? What did I miss? Someone needs to tell me. What am I missing here? Right? Obviously, we're not talking about Hush Puppy here, right? There's a popular saying, if you do the crime, you do the time. There's a popular saying, if you do the crime, you do the time, right? Now, so then talk am. So why is it different now? Because now, I'm not going to say their name. Make I do another Kanye West. I'm not going to say their name. Because now, our people, Igbo people. Now you say, oh no, it's good. This is why we need our person there. This is why we need our person in a strategic position. This is why we need our person in a strategic position. Are you kidding me? What am I missing, man? You can't make this shit up. You can't make this stuff up, man. Make I no cost me TikTok, no pursue me, But you can't make this stuff up. People premeditated. They left Nigeria with the intention to go to Ethiopia or wherever it is to go commit crime. The Ethiopian government catch them. And people will make the argument, oh, it's not all of them. Oh, some people, they just catch them. They just put something in their bag. They just do this one. What is the percentage of those ones? Let me agree with you. What is the percentage of those ones? Then we can continue with the argument, right? Or the discussion, right? Give me a percentage. Give me a number. There's over 100 of them, right? That Bianca is making that deal with the Ethiopian government to release. So give me a number. Is it the 39? Okay, let's say 100. The remaining 100, why are you trying to bring them back to Nigeria to rehabilitate them so that they will see their family? Didn't you know that if you do crime, like, this is unbelievable. Like, you can't make this up. You can't make this type of stuff up. And I see people saying, yes, this is good. Tinubu is doing a good job. Yes, that is why we need our person there. That is why you need our key person there. Key person to do what exactly? To do what exactly? You can't make this up, man. You can't make this up. Honestly, you can't. It's very interesting. I'm not even gonna lie. Hey, let's keep liking, by the way. We're at 3K likes now. Let's keep liking and get the likes up to 5K, and then we can start bringing guests up here to make we discuss this one. Make person explain them to me. Make I see them from a different perspective. Let me try to understand it, right? And hopefully, every other person can understand it. You're bringing these people. You don't even know the type of crime these people committed there. You don't even know. Nobody's asking what are the crimes that these people committed. Are they coming back to Nigeria to serve their term? Why are you even... the winner here? The winner is Ethiopia. Shout out to the Ethiopian government, man. Hey, shout out to the Ethiopian government, man. Shout out to the Ethiopian government because they are the winners here. Guess what they don't have to deal with again? 140 criminals. They don't have to buy food for them again. They don't have to deal with the space where they occupy for their place. They don't have to deal with all that stuff. So they are the winners in this case. Now, Nigeria is going to absorb that cost. For what? For what? Exactly. Why should Nigeria be taking that cost? Shouldn't that be the bad eggs? Make the bad eggs they go. Shouldn't that be a win for Nigeria? Oh, they don't catch you there. Stay there, yeah? If you serve your time finish, you come back. And now I see some people saying, oh, there are more. There are more in Asia. There are more in Zimbabwe. There are more in Togo. There are more in here. This is setting a bad precedence, man. This is setting a bad precedence that Nigerians can go and commit crime and the Nigerian government will go and beg for them and bring them back to Nigeria. This is setting a bad precedence. This is all. Hey, I'm just saying. I don't see the win here. Bianca, you be like you go to do national debate first before you take this kind of decision, no? Because I don't understand. I don't understand this one. I don't go lie for you. I don't understand. You wake up in the morning, you say, oh, what will I do today? What will I do today? Make I go Ethiopia, go come out prisoners. Waiting for Ethiopia. Let me go and bring them back to Nigeria. What kind of foreign minister work is that? What kind of foreign minister? Is that the work of foreign minister? Now, foreigners, is that the work of foreign minister? Hey, man, shout out to Ethiopia, man. Shout out to Ethiopia. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's really crazy. And I see that's the one this is the one that, no matter for even ignore this topic, but I'm seeing people talking about it and saying it's a good thing. I'm seeing people talk about it in a good light. Like it's a positive for the Tinubu's government. Yo, you can talk about infrastructure. You can talk about Coastal Road, and I will agree with you on Coastal Road. You can talk about Coastal Road, though. But this one is not a positive, oh, my brother, my sister. This one is not a positive. Yo, how is this a positive for Tinubu's government? That you're bringing back people, criminals, people who commit crime. You don't know and again, 99% of these people are from the Southeast. See what's in ESN and on UGM, all of them. You see what they do for Southeast. You're bringing these people back to go put in the place that's already being impacted by bad eggs. People will not get skills, most likely, because they are criminals. They're not criminals because they were sewing shoe or they were manufacturing shoe or they were they had poultry farms. That's not why they're criminals, right? These will not get any skills. The only skill they know is criminality. You're bringing them from Ethiopia. So after you go say Ethiopia, we're going to hold those ones for us, I beg. You're bringing them back to Nigeria. Man, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. But hey, let's keep liking and sharing and get more people here to join the show. Once we hit 5K, we'll go bring our first guest. Let me even see if anybody's requesting. Where that thing there? Let me see. Let me see. All right, more to get. All right. I don't see anybody requesting just yet, but let's keep liking. And if you disagree with me, come and disagree with me here. Request. Let us disagree. Don't be disagreeing in the chat. But we go still reach 5K likes before I am able to have the disagreements conversation with you anyway. But I thank you guys for being here. Let's keep liking and sharing and get more people here to join the show. Let me see. Pop. There we go. All right. Let me see. All right. Let me read some chats. Make I read some chats here. And then we go from there. I don't like where this thing is. Let me get it out. Yeah. There we go. I'll put this one here. There. All right. I think it's fine. All right. Let me see. All right. Make I read some chats here and we go from there. All right. Adachieze, thank you for joining. Silver Surfer says, don't think it's pardoning. I guess you're saying you don't think it's pardoning. Yeah, but this is the crazy part, right? That's why I'm saying transparency. We don't even know what this deal is about, right? Nobody knows. We are just all speculating. But regardless, the deal, the essence of the deal is throwing me off. Like, leave those people where they are. Leave them where they are. Nigeria has issues that it's dealing with. They bring more people, literal criminals. You're bringing them back to Nigeria. For what, though? Hey, man. Hey, it's interesting. But let's see. Henry Bryan says, what of Choma? Choma is doing good. Shout out to Choma. Mr. Sparrow says I've sent requests. Yeah, I think I see your request. We're gonna bring you up in a moment. Make I just go through this chat, and also see we hit 5K likes. Yep. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for hitting the live goal. 5K. Let's take the likes to 10K. Let's keep liking. But we're gonna start bringing guests up in a moment because 5K was the threshold. So let's hit the next goal, 10K. Let's keep liking and sharing and get more people here to join the show. All right. Wheels the Best says now our Bianca did there. Nah, your Bianca, I don't know why you're personalizing her. Say our. Nah, maybe now your Bianca is not my Bianca. Anyway, now your Bianca did there. Yes. Adachi is there. Adachi is a good evening. I greet you. All right. Let's see. Let's see which other chat is here. Uncle Sumbu, which is worse, pardoning convicts or rehabilitating terrorists? Yo, both of them are not good. Like you did a crime, man, and this is the problem we have in Nigeria. Oh, he's our brother. Let's just pity him. No, you did a crime. You did a crime. You did a crime. Why are we thinking about pardoning or rehabilitation? Tell me another country that does stuff like this. Tell me. I would like to know. That somebody does a crime and you start discussing pardoning them or rehabilitate. Rehabilitate thief. Person wake up one morning, decide to go buy people. You say you want to rehabilitate them. For what though? You can't make this up. Nigeria. Yo, man. Yo. Mr. Sparrow, you say you're not making sense. Okay. That's very subjective. And I see you've requested. So we're going to get into the objective part of me not making sense. But I thank you for being here. Thank you. Make I just read some more chats and then we'll go from there. Focus says you won't push bad egg to another country. Make una carry una problem. Hey, Focus. Boy, focus, boy. Boy, you need to focus, boy. Anyway, Focus. I'm not pushing them. They went there and committed the crime. So make them stay there. When they do the time finish, then the country can now deport them. You see what I'm saying? Hopefully that country will rehabilitate them. That is the essence of prison. Prison is for rehabilitation. Prison is for you to reflect. It's time for reflection. If they give you 10 years, you did there for 10 years, reflect on your sin. You know, when you small, then go to the bad corner. Make you go there and go and reflect on what you've done. And see that thing where you do, whether you good. So that's what prison is for. And hey, man, hey. It's what it is, man. But hey, it's what it is. Make we continue to read the chats here. Let's see. Uncle Sumbu says, don't you think some of them may have been unjustly locked up? What is the number? Put a number to it. Uncle Sumbu, it's 139 people that Bianca is looking to bring back to Nigeria. Put a number to that sum. Put a number. Let's talk about the remaining. Yeah? If that number is 10, let us talk about the remaining 130. If the number is 30, let us talk about the remaining 110. Put a number to it. Let's talk about the remaining. Yeah? You cannot use an exception. An exception. You know, if you use exception, that is tiny percent, and want to generalize. It's not a good argument. It's not a good way to start an argument. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, yeah, I think we're at 8.7K likes right now. Let's get the show started. But let's keep liking, by the way. The next goal here is 10K. And once we hit 10K, the next goal is going to be 20K. So let's keep liking and sharing and get more people here to join the show. All right, I go bring Mr. Sparrow up here so that we can have this conversation. We're going to have a good show today, by the way, and I thank all of you guys for being here. All right, Mr. Sparrow, thank you for joining. If you want to unmute yourself.
How you doing?
I'm doing fine, Mr. Sparrow. How are you doing?
I'm good. I've been hearing your conversation on what you were saying. Yeah. So I just why I was saying that you know it's not making sense because
Okay.
at the end of the day, whether they commit crime outside the country and they were sentenced, and you saying all these things, if you have your facts right, I guess you won't be saying all these things. You also speculating or talking out of your own understanding of what you think transpired or what crime they committed.
Okay.
At the end of the day, they are Nigerians, first of all. Let me just put it out there.
Okay.
And what the Minister of Foreign Affairs did, you know, in going there to do any deal to bring them back. It doesn't. For me, I feel bringing them back, I'm not sure they're going back to the society or they're still going to continue facing their sentences back in Nigeria.
Okay.
And see, something. But they're still in Nigeria. At the end of the day, whether they commit crime or not, this is what we want to see. We want to see our Nigeria positions, offices do what they are supposed to do. You can't be a foreign affairs and don't do such intervention or such program.
Okay.
Whether it's a bad person, you come back to Nigeria and face a crime.
All right.
So you can't just leave them there that's still our blood.
All right.
But what I want to say is that people that is not personalizing it, when they're Igbo, it's not about Igbo. We have other people too.
All right. We'll make we know. All right. Let's not get into that for now. But let me cut you there for 1 second. Now you came up here and you said if I have my facts right, I'm going to be talking otherwise. So you're assuming that I don't have my facts right. And then you went on to say, I'm not sure they are going back to society. So if you're accusing me of not having my facts right, how can you in the same breath say you're not sure if they're going back? If you had the fact right, wouldn't you be saying that I know that they're going instead of saying I'm not sure? Do you see the contradiction there?
There's no, because like I said.
So do you have your own facts? What are the facts then? What are the facts?
Beer Palo.
Yeah.
I don't have my facts. I don't have my facts.
So you're accusing me of the same thing that you're also guilty of.
The same thing.
All right.
It's good we don't just throw it out there.
All right, fair enough then. I just wanted to make sure that you too, you're if you think I'm naive, you're also naive. But let's move from that.
I agree.
Now, here's the thing. And I also said, if you listened, I also said this, transparency. The Nigerian government, in this case, Bianca, she's not been transparent with the deal. That is not my fault. If the deal was made public, like the details of the deal was made public, me and you forget the facts, right? So I'm only going off of the essence of the deal. Prisoner release or prisoner deal. I'm going off the essence of that. That's all I'm going off of. And that's what you are going off of too. You have every right to say, I'm not sure that they are going to integrate them into society. You have every right to say that. And I also have every right to say, why are you releasing them? Are they coming here to serve their term? What is the point? Because me and you don't know the details of the deal. So we're just speculating. It would be nice for Bianca to tell us what the details of the deal is. Wouldn't you agree?
Of course, I agree with you. I agree with you. I just, as I was talking to you, I was opening my laptop to also do research. I was just one of those things. I
did the research before I came here. So I'm not gonna, waste that time of maybe silence moment where I did that research before I came here. The detail of the deal is not in public. It's not in the public space. I don't know what the detail of that deal is, right? I don't know what the detail of the deal is, but I'm against that opinion, and we can talk. Hear me out. I'm against the idea. Okay. I'm against the idea, and let's talk about that. You have made some points that yes, it's good. It's a good thing to go and bring them back because we are Nigerians. We need to position ourselves. How does releasing prison criminals? How does that make us position? How does that put us in a good position?
How does that put us in good position?
Yeah, because you said yes, we need to position ourselves.
Let me when we say criminals, yes, it might not be all of them that were criminals.
So why do people go to prison? Do you know why people go to prison?
Sometimes they set them up. Sometimes you might be innocent.
All right.
These things happen even outside the country. We can't just call until you're convicted. That's just the truth. When people just say because you see someone in prison, it means they're criminals. It's just like in Nigeria. When you see people, police arrest you, put allegation on your head and take you straight to prison because you don't have anybody. And you see them in prison, you call them they're criminals. You don't call them. You don't even know their stories.
Okay.
Right? So for me, I don't like going into like assumption. I like getting my facts right.
Okay.
When we were growing up, we can say, this person not thief. But sometimes when you go into details and find out what really happened, why you there for here, and you hear a story, you can say these people set you up. You don't know any of those people's story. I'm not saying they're all innocent.
Okay.
But
now let's put a number. Let's put a number.
Okay.
And I hear you. Okay. Some people could be awaiting trial in prison. I hear you. Some people could be awaiting trial and then maybe they might be found not guilty. So now let's put a number to it. from you, because you're calling me out that I'm assuming that all of them are criminals, that they've been convicted. You're calling me out on that. Now I'm going to put it to you. Put a number to it. It's 139 of them. Call it 140. Put a number to it. How many of them do you think have been convicted and are criminals? So that we could just begin the talk from there.
Well, I can't put a number. If I say, let me just put the number. Let me assume. Maybe let me say 120. Let me say 120.
All right.
Let me say
make I even do you one better. Let's call it 100.
Okay.
So you're saying 100 of them have been sentenced, are serving actual time, right? All right. Now, out of that 100 that are serving actual time, do we know what crime they committed? If they are like violence crime, if na fraud, if na selling powder, we don't know the type of crime. And you're here advocating for 100 people that you don't know their background to be reintegrated into Nigeria. Nigeria that is already facing its own challenges. Southeast, these people, most of them are Igbo people. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Most of them are Igbo people. The Southeast is already facing challenges in terms of insecurity. You now bring 100 people that don't have any skills because they are criminals. If they had skills, they wouldn't be in prison in the first place. You now bring 100 people that are criminals and integrate them into the Southeast. How does that position Nigeria?
Okay, let me read something for you.
Okay.
Right? Let me just read it.
Okay.
They said the major outcome of Bianca's trip was the implementation of a bilateral prisoner transfer agreement between Nigeria and Ethiopia. The agreement creates a legal framework for...
All right, my brother, I don't have the patience for that because I don't know what this thing... You can go read it later. I told you I read about it, and I know that the details are not there. It's not there. They are not there.
Yes.
Okay.
I
so I'm not going to sit here and try to now be reading text. I don't have that time, right? But how does 100 criminals, how does it position Nigeria? How does it position the Southeast?
Well, it's not South. This is not Southeast related. This is Nigeria. They're not taking those people down to Southeast.
Okay, how does it position Nigeria?
But how does it position Nigeria? They will come here and also, if they committed crime, they will come here and serve because that's what the program is all about. The Ethiopians that are sentenced in Nigeria, they are also going to be taken back to Ethiopia. That's why it's a framework. That's the plan.
Okay.
Though, like you said, it's not detailed enough.
Okay.
You understand? Yes, they're Igbos. Like 70 or 90% are Igbo, but they're not going to the Southeast. They're coming to Nigeria.
Okay.
It's not because they're Igbos they're going to Southeast.
And you've not answered my question. I agree with you, but you've not answered my question. How does bringing them back, how does it position Nigeria? How does it help Nigeria?
Maybe that we have a stronger judicial system that can address issues like that, like foreign issues. Maybe, I don't know, maybe given that's what I can think of out of my head. But I think it's just making that Nigerians are aware that we have problem outside. We have Nigerians that are facing sentences, and we want to see how we can reduce the stress of other countries that are Nigerian brothers.
Why should we be reducing the stress of Nigerian other countries when Nigeria is already facing its own challenges in Nigeria?
They took the office for a reason. The stress will come. You have to implement regardless how you see it.
But you're not taking
the office to relax, to say, okay, we just handle the stress in the country.
Okay. Do you see how this sets a bad precedence though? Like, Nigerians now might be emboldened, say, oh, if I go commit crime for Ethiopia, Bianca go come release me. Do you see how that may set a bad precedence? Do you see that?
I would say for every government or every tenure, every presidency has their approach. Bianca might implement this program. The next president or next foreign minister will not implement this program. So if you be criminal, you feel say because they implement this program, you feel say it will continue. Like it might not continue.
All right.
It won't lead to that you're saying.
All right.
I feel so.
All right. Me, I just don't. In general, the idea is not a good one, and that's what it is. But thank you, Mr. Sparrow, for joining. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Appreciate you too. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you. Continue with good.
All right. Thank you. Sorry, I caught you there while we are saying that, but thank you. Yeah, absolutely. I will. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Mr. Sparrow. All right, make we bring halfway. Halfway, my brother. Make we bring halfway up. Let's keep liking, by the way. Let's keep liking and sharing and get more people here to join the show. All right, halfway. Okay. Thank you for joining. Yeah, we can hear you. What's your thoughts on this? Bianca Ojukwu's Ethiopia prison deal. Humanitarian rescue or bad precedent?
To me, yeah, I feel whether humanitarian or bad president, government decide what they want to do, and they've done what they want to do.
Yep.
And the office of Bianca Ojukwu is that's what it's supposed to do, and other things. You understand? So, but I'm not focusing on my main concern is they are not letting Nigerians know where these people, like, yes, majority of them, and nobody will argue that they are Igbos, but they are not letting us know their names.
Their names are public now. Their names are public.
Oh, okay. I've not seen that.
Yeah.
Their crime.
Yep.
The type of crimes they committed. Are they coming back to complete their sentence in Nigerian prison? Yep. Yes, they are not adding anything. That guy didn't want to answer. They are not going to add anything to Nigerian society or Nigerian. They are not adding anything.
Yeah.
Even if you send them to prison, it's taxpayers' money that they will use to feed them.
Yeah.
Yes. If their type of crime, did they go there to sell them to?
Yep.
And when they commit murder, and when they do murder,
violent crime.
Yeah, violent crime.
Yep.
Are they criminals?
Fraudsters.
Fraudsters. And when they work with
kidnappers, human trafficking. The list goes on. We don't know.
So we don't know. So, and at the end of the day, me as an Igbo man, I am more concerned that we are going to get a whole lot of brunch from this thing, because most of them will make their way down to
the east. Yeah.
So now, yes, it is a good thing that your family member has been released, that your uncle has been released, who want to do a gombute, or who went to Ethiopia, felt like, okay, Ethiopian girls, I will use them for trafficking, I will use them for more meals, I will use them for some things I don't want to say so that they will bring your life. So now, most of them are into those things when they go to those countries.
Yep.
South Africa has been complaining of that. And if you watch I'm not trying to divert. Some of the things I'm saying is true. And this is what these men are going.
Premeditated. Most of them.
Yes, premeditated.
Before they leave Nigeria, they already know that that's what they're going there to do.
They already know.
They already know. And then they go there and they get caught and they put them in prison. And you say they should bring them back. Bring them back for what?
One of the Dibia, when you Dibia, and tell them go. They don't go catch you. Then you end up in prison. Now, my other concern is why is it from our own side more?
Yeah, that's a whole nother discussion. That's a whole nother discussion. But in terms of the Nigerian space per se, how does it benefit Nigeria?
It doesn't benefit Nigeria in any way, because even if they go to prison, it is still taxpayers' money.
It is. Sadly, it is.
And look at Nigerian prison. The Nigerian prison, if anybody has gotten time to visit Nigerian prison, okay, you're gonna say Nigerian prison is overpopulated.
Yeah.
You understand? So now you're bringing where they should go to South Africa and bring them back. Go to Niger and bring those people back. Go to Ghana and bring more Nigerians back. Benin, Cotonou, all over Africa and bring them back. Let's see how Nigerian and they are not building more prisons.
Yeah.
It's the old ones that they are
still
not
using
these people. Yeah, it's the old ones. So now taxpayers are not speaking up. Communities are not speaking up.
But you know the crazy part, I've seen. I've not talked about this thing, right? But I've been on YouTube, on TikTok, I've been on Facebook, and I see people saying, "Oh yes, it's a good work." That shows that the Tinubu government is working for Igbo people. These are Igbo people now saying this, right?
That's what I'm saying.
That the Tinubu government, that the Igbo government is working for Igbo people. That is a good one. That's a good one. That is why you need your people in good position. And I'm asking myself, are you being serious? Are you being serious?
Because Kachi, I'll do and go down, give another person chance.
Yeah.
You see, at the end of the day, if somebody has been institutionalized at some certain point in their life, they tend to have a certain type of mentality, whether maybe either they become, in most cases, like looking at it, in most cases they become more violent. You understand?
Yeah.
And these guys are now, they are not telling us what they committed. So both ways, both ways, it is a loss for Nigeria, because
it is a loss.
If you put them in prison,
taxpayers' money.
At the end of the day, you release them to the society without proper reintegration.
There is no reintegration. There is no therapy that can change a criminal. A criminal needs to go to prison and rehabilitate there. That's what prison is for.
But I'm just saying, now, even if you rehabilitate them or you send, I know Nigeria will just look at them, nah, man, what are we going to do with these people? Send them back to their place. What would they do? Oh, there is a lucrative business of kidnapping.
Yeah.
There is a thriving.
Yeah.
There is a thriving. I'm the IPOP. There is a thriving IPOP shit now.
Yeah.
Okay, let me join them. Trust me, you will see. Instead of that to go, they will start catching people from South Africa and Ethiopia. You see them. Where did you come from? I lived in Ethiopia as I stayed in South Africa. They are coming back with a different type of mentality.
Yeah,
criminal mentality.
Yeah,
you understand? So at the end of the day, because of the way we think, the way Igbo people see Nigeria from their own lenses, they wouldn't see a problem now.
You know the Igbo person. What do you mean? You're seeing a problem. It's some Igbo people, not all of us, obviously.
Some of
you
them,
be Igbo person, I be Igbo person. So, what are we doing?
Now until late, that's when we understand
Absolutely.
that we are late to catch up.
Absolutely.
We always wait till the last minute for us to start shouting. We need to ask Bianca, Madam Bianca, these people that you're going to release, what are their crimes?
Yeah, that's why transparency matters. Then she needs to make that deal public.
Which communities are they from?
Yeah.
Who are they?
Yep.
You understand?
Yep.
We want to know them so that when they come into our community, we'll talk. Yes, even if we don't, Nigeria will not. We are not tech savvy.
Yeah.
But on the local level, we can say, okay, Onyashi from Nnewi, or Onyashi from Ichida.
Yep.
Or Onyashi from Oka. Which community in Oka? Then we know. So that anytime you start going anyhow,
we're going to monitor you.
We'll give you our own justice. You
absolutely. But halfway, if you want, just help me round up in 10 seconds so that we'll go bring the next guest up.
Yeah, don't round up already. But the thing is, we need to put our foot down.
Absolutely.
You understand? We need to put our feet down and do the necessary and not let Owerri prison happen to us again. Absolutely.
Thank you, halfway one. Thank you so much for joining. Let's keep liking and sharing. We hit our 10K goal. We're at 18K right now. Let's keep liking and sharing and get more people here to join the conversation. Just like halfway mentioned, we need to put our foot down so that Owerri no go happen again. Owerri prison no go happen again. And if you understand what he means, if you're from the Southeast, you probably don't even know. But I don't know the year, but Nnamdi Kanu caused a prison break in Owerri. We don't want that to happen again because these are criminals that we are releasing from Ethiopia. And now I see some people in the comments saying, "Oh, the next one is Togo. Let's go to Togo." There is a lot of people. Yo, I don't know where we're getting this mindset from. We need to get off that mindset. But anyway, we're gonna have the discussion. We know they discriminate. We'll hear your point. Argue them. It's what it is. Anyway, thank you, Mr. Halfway one there for joining. Make we bring Paparazzi. Paparazzi one, thank you for joining. Let me see. There we go. He says something went wrong. I don't know why that's saying that. All right, you're here.
Good evening.
All right, Paparazzi. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, good evening, and I greet you once again.
I greet you.
Firstly, it's a diplomatic call, not even humanitarian. It doesn't add anything to the society or to Nigeria per se. But it is what it is. These are Nigerians. Say, for example, apart from those maybe on parole or life imprisonment, the rest, if they complete their sentence, and if there's an impending court ruling that they have to be deported to their home country, they have to be sent back to Nigeria.
Yeah, I understand that. Like you're saying, normally, if person do crime for another country, they finish the time, if they have to deport them, they're going to deport them. That's the point you're making, right?
Yeah.
Yes, but then they have served that time. Hopefully, that prison where they don't rehabilitate. And it doesn't cost Nigeria money to go and do a deal to bring them back. It doesn't cost Nigeria money to go bring them back and put them in prison and start feeding them and doing whatever programs, paying for whatever programs they have to do in the prison as well. So you see how that's different, right?
Yeah. There's a place I'm coming. You see, my problem is, what are the preparations on the Nigerian side before going for this deal? Like Halfway said, I made a video as well, I think on Friday. Are there new prison facilities or detention center built? The answer is zero.
Yeah.
So I understand the legitimate concern of all people, and I respect everyone's opinion. The place I hold the government accountable. We are having issue. Sorry, let me digress a little bit. Bronu took back 720 rehabilitated Boko Haram members. That is another danger. Such people, don't throw them back to the society after 6 months program. Nobody de-radicalized under 6 months.
Yep. Yep.
Now, the question I asked, before the administration set out to do such, they must have built new prison. In fact, as it stands now, the Ministry of Interior should make a case to have no less than 10 new prisons with a maximum capacity of 10,000 inmates. First, prisons are decongested. I can see this is a political gimmick. Sorry to use that word. They want to fine-tune it. Anyone can make arguments depending where you want to lean your bias towards. I.e., what are the conditions of those in Nigerian prisons in Nigeria?
Yep.
You're bringing over 100 and something. It's a good deal. Don't get me wrong.
It's not a good deal. I don't think it's a good deal.
No. Where I'm coming is this. You see, Bianca made a case. Most of them are poorly held, but that's another own goal, because same thing.
How about in Nigeria?
Yeah. Most of them are ill. Bro, if we are to do our on-the-ground assessment, you can find any type of ill people in Nigerian
prisons as well. Yep.
So that's another own goal. But again, that is what her office is meant for. So she decided to pick that particular program. I think where most institutions and vocal voices should be asking the presidency, Bianca, and Minister of Interior, where are you going to hold these guys?
Yep.
Where are the prisons? Before they go for this deal, have they tried to decongest prisons, make provisions to them? Are you going to provide them? There's a whole lot, honestly speaking. And again, I'm even more worried compared to the Ethiopia guys, but American government is trying to bring back 123 dangerous Nigerian criminals in their prisons. Most of them are well-known gangs. You must have come across the news. Most of them are members of the Blood Crips, known gangsters of all ethnicity. This is not just Igbo. Don't take my word for it. People on this life, they have seen the news.
Yeah, I've not seen that one, but my best guess would be these people are facing deportation. That would be my best guess.
Not even deportation. American government, they're fed up of having them in their prisons, and they call them dangerous. Their crimes are so severe. It's as bad as that.
I mean, the way you are exaggerating the dangerous. I mean, have you heard of the mob guys? I mean,
it's not that. What I'm saying is, now.
I don't know. I mean, I hear you. You're exaggerating the dangerous, and
I'm
but
not exaggerating. I'm going by the statistics.
Not exaggerating. Not sorry. Highlighting. Not exaggerating is not the word. You're highlighting the dangerous. have you heard of the mob guys? These guys used to, then they chop people body, like,
Yeah.
So I don't know what is more dangerous than that. The Nigerians, and I'm not making any excuse for US, the most crime what they hear say Nigerians they do now to do yahoo. I'm not making any excuses for them again. I don't know any Nigerian. Now I've not seen any Nigerian person where they arrest for America on the news where it's 9 times out of 10 it's always yahoo, scam. Way Nigerians they do for
Let me give a
US.
little bit of the background.
Yeah.
Some of them are members of Crips gang. For a Nigerian to have risen to that top of being a commander, like a top shot in Crips, bro, not be child's play.
All right. I hear you again. I would have to do my research on that. But again, we bring them back to this Ethiopian one and, go from there, yeah.
So the only thing I would think Bianca needs to work, with the Ministry of Interior. They need to build more prisons. And they shouldn't just do that deal to launder the image of the government, because at this minute is desperation period. The government can do anything to make them look good before the people, but then people are pushing back. You know what I'm saying? So everybody has a genuine concern.
Yeah.
I think the government needs to do more. At least before they could do that, in my own thinking, if you ask me, they need to even look at another scheme or program working with the Federal Ministry of Justice, looking at those in Nigerian prisons already who have stayed more than 10 years, their case, like all these awaiting trial and people for minor offenses, decongest the prison.
Yep.
At least if they're going to go that way to show, how will I put, good citizenship for these persons in Ethiopia, those in Nigeria, they need to look inward as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but Kachi, it's a two-way coin, honestly speaking. I respect everybody's opinion.
Absolutely.
I respect everybody's bias. So it's not a one-way street, because at the end of the day, I can see where everyone is coming from. Most of those guys would not even know their, background.
Their background,
and they can re-offend. Even like here in the UK, you must have seen some stories happening like that happened in Belfast. When they run these guys check, they see that these guys were ex-convict from the countries they were coming from. So they're always dangerous. Thank you so much for having me. And this is an uncomfortable conversation. We must have it. But
it is.
I wish most Nigerians would call Bianca and question her and put her this legitimate concern before her. Because what she's doing is just the optics.
Yeah.
But then she hasn't had that real conversation. She hasn't listened to the real concerns, to the genuine concerns of other Nigerians, their worries as well.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Even like, there are people that they'll try to release, people begin to protest that person shouldn't come out. There should be no parole for that particular individual because they're dangerous. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
So thank you so much, Kachi.
All right.
Have a blessed one from here.
Thank you so much, Paparazzi. I appreciate you joining and sharing your thoughts. But yeah, I hear you too. It's not a one-way. It's not a one-way street. It can be both ways, and anybody can argue it on any side, right? But me, I just have my concerns, and I think my concerns are valid, and every other person's concerns are valid as well. But I'm just saying, if somebody is serving time in Ethiopia, let them serve that time out, and then send them back. And the case of where they mentioned the US, I'm guessing it's just with everything where they go on right now, there's been a lot of deportations from US. I'm guessing that's the case. And when you say they are, then they for Crip gang, I'm not disputing that, but the Crip and the Blood gang, man, those people are, those gangs are like, they're very picky for who then they put for the roles of leadership and stuff like that. Could just come from Nigeria, go become top leader of this thing. But I'm willing to learn. I'm just looking at my screen here. I haven't seen anything related to them being in the Crip or the Blood gang. I'm not saying that your what you said was false, but I'm just saying I've not seen it. But anyway, thank you for joining, Paparazzi. I appreciate you. Make we bring Gary up and go from there. All right, Mr. Gary, thank you for joining.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. What are your thoughts on the topic?
First, I just want to quickly say this, right? I appreciate what you just said now regarding the other guy that just called. That guy is over exaggerating, just like you said.
Let's ignore him. Make sure that I no go need to come back to readdress. But I hear you. Yeah.
Yeah, but I just want to say, like, you're very correct. It's not possible for somebody to just live here and go and be a member of Crips and Blood over there in California. It's very difficult.
California. You pinpoint that, my brother.
Yeah, it's in California, bro.
Yeah. So yeah, you're highlighting a dangerous Crip, but you know those people they're very particular to who then they.
Yeah. Come on, what's that? Anyways. I don't think I have a problem with this move, to be honest with you. It's foreign relations, and in diplomacy, it's principle of reciprocity. So there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, if you remember, Nigeria sent a delegation to the UK some time ago to try go get Ekweremadu back home. Right, it's because he's high profile. That's
now on a high profile person now, and you know, again, I'm also of the opinion that you should serve that time there because if you bring a Ekweremadu back now, 9 times out of 10, now for hotel room Ingo day serving this thing time finish for Nigeria. If Ingo even serve him at all, right?
And that's why they didn't release it.
Yeah, and he's been convicted, so we're not making this up. He's been convicted for trafficking, right?
Right.
So let him do that time there and reflect. That's what prison is for.
Yeah, I agree with you. But I'm just trying to say that this team is not new. Now, the only reason why this is making the waves is probably because, number one, the numbers are more high. And then there was a video that was done and it went viral and all that. These things happen from time to time. Look at Hush Puppy, you know, repatriated from Dubai and whatever. You know, there was a time they wanted to also, they were asking for Abba Kyari, the policeman, to be repatriated. You know, so these things happen, you know, prisoner exchange and all that kind of thing. So it happens. For me, I don't think there's a problem with it.
So you don't see the way it could, you know, put a bad precedent. Like, you know, if I be Nigerian now, I go say, all right, make I go Ethiopia, go do something. The Bianca go come bring me back. Don't you see how that kind of lays a bad foundation? Don't you see that?
Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but then the government still has a responsibility. As long as your passport is green, is Nigerian, whatever country in the world, once you hold that passport, the government has a responsibility at the end of the day to still look out for you, either you're in Nigeria or outside of Nigeria.
Fair. Tell me which other country they get this kind of responsibility. Tell me which other country they get this kind of responsibility. Like person go another country. Like let's say a UK citizen go another country, go commit crime. Then the UK go actively, they try to bring that person back because the person has a UK citizenship or UK passport.
Yeah, bro, make we no lie, it happen, right? It's just that
it need to happen.
Back channel. You get now diplomacy now back channel.
No.
This the way you see for this video where you see back channel don't happen already before she go there. Not be say she just go there, go begin discuss. They don't talk already.
Make I give you instance, right? Make I give you instance. That's where I was expecting you to go. But let me give you the instance where it happens. Okay. It doesn't happen where, say, Kachina UK citizen, right? Kachi Congo, Jamaica, go commit crime.
Right.
They say, I go Jamaica, they sell whatever that is contraband there. Jamaica government can't put me for prison. The UK government will not go and start soliciting to get me back from Jamaica. However, they will do this in cases where, say, this person, say, espionage would be the word, I don't know, but, you know, person where they send to go do maybe military action, just like the one we saw recently. Just like the one we saw recently, the American pilot will land for Iran. America did everything they could to get that guy. That's what they do. And then, you know, American soldiers too, where maybe they for another prison. America will do everything they can to bring those people back. These are soldiers working for the government. We're talking about civilians that left Nigeria, went to Ethiopia to go and commit crime. You're telling me that America does the same thing, that the UK does the same thing, that Spain does the same thing? Is that your argument?
So what I'm saying is, once they are convicted, right, they probably must have spent some certain amount of time in the jail system before they can now look at it. Like, okay, we'll go. And now, guess what? These guys are not just coming back to be free birds, right? They are going to complete their terms.
We don't know that, and that's part of the problem. We don't know that.
That's the agreement.
No, show me where it is. Show me where it is. Show me where it is on the agreement. Show me. Tell me what's in the type for my screen. Show me. Tell me.
I do not have the facts right now, but I'm very sure.
No. I did that search before I came up here. The details of this deal is not there. That's part of the problem. We don't even know the background of these people, like the crimes they committed. Whether they're violent crimes, we don't know what these people did. The only recent one we know now are their names. We don't know what these people did. We don't know if they are going to come back to Nigeria and serve the remaining time. We don't know if they are going to say, okay, make we rehabilitate them for Sokoto or for Lagos or for Aba. We don't know all of that, right?
Yeah.
We don't know.
Okay, so okay, look at it this way, bro. Regardless of any which way it happened, right? At the end of the day, these guys are still likely to be deported back to Nigeria, right?
But at that end of the day, they go don't serve their term finish. They go don't reflect. The rehabilitation go don't occur already. When you don't there for 6 years, 7 years, 10 years for prison, you go don't reflect on your life. Nah, I no go do this thing again. I bet when I give me another chance for life, I no go do them again. That's what prison is for.
I agree. So that's why prison usually is a reformatory center. And that's why the Nigerian government decided to change the name from Nigerian prison to Nigerian Correctional Facility. Right? It's a place for you to reflect and, chill and all that. So I don't know your argument. Are you against them going back to Nigeria, or what exactly is your argument?
My argument is I'm against that deal. So whether they are coming back or not, I'm against the deal. Made a day for Ethiopia. That's my own. Bianca has no business doing that deal. That's not her work. Nobody her work with that. That's my argument, and that's a good question. Made a day for Ethiopia there. Serve that time, finish. If they want to deport them, let them deport them. But let them serve that time in Ethiopia. That is my argument, my brother.
Okay, what if they can't complete the time for Nigeria? Do you have a problem with that as well?
That is now it's going to cost Nigeria money. And again, because I don't know the exact deal, me and you don't know the exact details of the deal. We don't even know if they're coming to serve. Then that would be a whole different conversation, right? We don't even know if they're coming to serve the whole time. See how Nigeria, they pardon terrorists. What if they do that? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
Nigeria, they pardon terrorists. Say, oh yeah, they don't reform. 6 months of whatever it is they say they do for them.
Yeah.
You see what we're doing? We play games in Nigeria.
Yeah, but these guys are not terrorists. They're just petty crimes.
It's not petty, my brother. Selling powder no be petty. Come on now. Come on now.
But again, you don't know, right? Do you have the facts of the case, or the case that brought it to them to you? You don't have the facts.
And that's a good point. And that's a good point.
You understand?
Yeah.
So yeah, powder might be part of it. It could be any other. It could be anything.
Yeah.
But to be honest, international relations, these things happen, to be honest.
My brother, I know they stress that thing, my brother. They happen. I don't give you instance. You know what give me instance. I don't give you America and, this pilot. I don't give you that one. I don't give you prisoner, military people they work for the maybe UK government or Spain government. They go do deals.
That one arrested.
I'm talking about actual or even journalists, actual American people they work for American government. It's not
regular citizens.
No, I'm saying yes. I'm saying actual American or UK or Spain military person. We go war somewhere, then go catch them, put them for maybe China prison. Then they will make deal to bring that person back. That's how it happens. I know. Unless you know something else, then let's talk about it.
Okay, do you remember some time ago there was this guy, one American guy for Nigeria, where they do some kind of money deals and all that, way DSS arrest Binance. The name of the company is called Binance or something. I think cryptocurrency. Those kind of things. Nigerian government arrest the guy. Now America no ask for the release of the guy. Make them they send them back to America.
That's it. You see, I don't push you since now you come. Now let us argue. Do you know what this guy is worth? Do you know what this guy is worth?
It doesn't matter, but he's
It does. The American government, they want that money. They want it. Tell me what in these people now, where then they go bring. Tell me how they go help Nigerian economy.
Bro, you never can tell now. You get, just
Come on now.
At the end of the day, they are Nigerians. Forget whether now they be Igbo guys or no.
Me and you never even talk about Igbo. Me I be Igbo, by the way, but me and you never even talk about tribe. Now you they bring them up now.
Me too, I be Igbo, right?
Me and you now never mention anything about tribe, but now you bring them up.
Yes, I agree with you.
Okay.
But I know say your sentiment data territory a little bit as well. That look, these guys maybe at the end of the
No. Why would they hate my brothers? No,
you hate
if this person,
you like them, but you do dislike their attitude. What did they do? There's nothing wrong with that.
No, that is still not the case. I'm saying, regardless of who that person is, as long as you do crime for there, serve that crime. What are you bringing the person back to Nigeria for?
Okay, but then if you don't do some part of the time already, not be say they just convict them yesterday.
All right.
So no, you do understand?
I hear you. I hear you on that one.
Today, let's be human. You get
all right. Now that let's be human. Nigeria go to spoil. They go. We go to pardon terrorists. We go to pardon Boko Haram. We go to, now that let's be human. But I hear you, my brother. Thank you. All right. Thank you, my brother Gary, for joining. Make we move forward.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. All right.
Welcome, bro. Yeah.
All right. I don't know how I go. I mean, I guess some people hate who they are, but me, I love being Igbo. I no go lie for you, and I want the best for my people, man. But regardless of where you're from, man, if you do crime, like, do you see any Yoruba person shouting free hush puppy? Well, maybe I never see them, but maybe I never go where they talk about them. But I've not seen it. I mean, a normal thing, free this person, free that person, but it's not something you should be excited for. I don't know, man. And even if we even go with that hush puppy route, hush puppy is somehow going to bring money come Nigeria. You see what I'm saying, right? So that one is a whole different conversation still if you want to go there, But anyway, hey, man, thank you, Mr. Gary, for joining, and thank you for sharing your thoughts. Make we bring Mr. Anthony up and keep the conversation going. Let's keep liking. We hit 20K. We hit 24K likes. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much. Make we continue to like. Make we hit 30K likes. Let's get to 30K likes. I appreciate you guys. Let's keep sharing, liking, all that good stuff. Mr. Anthony, just give me 1 second. Let me see. No traction from Twitch. I just added Twitch to the multi-streaming thing. So we're on Twitch right now. We're on YouTube. Isaac Nye says, Kachi, you must understand that Tinubu has to say yes to political proposals like this, because if he doesn't assent to it, many people, especially hardliners from the southeast, will also, I guess you meant consent. I don't know, but assent. Anyway, blame Tinubu. I hear you, but I don't know if that's a good attribute or good or positive. I don't know how that looks good for Tinubu. I really don't know. But hey, Mr. Isaac Nice, thank you for joining us on YouTube. I appreciate you. All right. Make I read some chat from Facebook. Just give me 1 second, Mr. Anthony, please. Chukwu Kase is looking at the level of insecurity in our country. I disagree with them. Absolutely. Chukwu Kenwa, absolutely. Ayo Adene, you can come over on TikTok and request. That's the only way we can bring you up. Salau Rafiu, this is surely a bad precedent. No criminals should be let loose under any circumstances. Make them no come add to our problems. Absolutely. We do have a lot of them. We do have a lot of problems, May no come add to the problems we will get for Nigeria, Kachi, make them, bring them, everybody deserves. Come on now, everybody deserves a second chance. Come on now. Oyeleke Akim. Come on now. The second chance, now the prison now. You go finish your prison sentence, then you go get your second chance. That's all it be now. Anyway, Kevin Alabi says, in a nutshell, it's meaningless. Absolutely. All right, let's see who else is here. To my people on Facebook, I greet all of you. I see you guys. Thank you so much. All right, Mr. Anthony, let's get into it. What are your thoughts on the topic?
Kachi, all this one where you talk since morning, I just laugh. Okay, Kachi, let's start with this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so we understand that there's something called International Prisoner Transfer Scheme. You understand what I mean, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is you have to look at the people that are actually operating under this same law.
Okay.
You understand? Which is the Council of Europe, and also the Commonwealth of the nation, and also the Organization of US States. You understand? You can check this and fast check this. There's you're talking about, sometimes we look at the prisoner exchange, which always happen within the United States. But this has nothing to do with prisoner exchange or negotiation when it comes to if there's a particular war going on between one country to another country. For example, the US and the Iran, right? They were able to negotiate to release that particular man, the man that was flying the jet, right?
They didn't negotiate, actually. That was a rescue mission.
You see, they call it a rescue mission. You understand what I mean? But however, we know what is going on.
No, it was a rescue. It was an actual rescue mission. The guy,
Okay.
The US, they were. I don't want to go into the technicalities, but it was a rescue mission.
Okay.
His plane crashed in the mountains, and then there were some distractions. The US was sending some distraction signals to the Iranian government to go look for him somewhere else, and we are kind of trying to pinpoint where he was, and they rescued him. It wasn't it wasn't no exchange.
It wasn't a prisoner, anyways.
Yeah, and that too. Yeah.
You understand? So, but anyways, let's look at these particular matters, right? It's something that there's a lot of details that a lot of people were missing in what really happened. What Bianca Ojukwu did is just to rectify the agreement, you understand? But this started with the Attorney General of the Federation and the Attorney General of the Ethiopia, you understand? And this is not started today. It started since 2023. Even during the negotiation between the Nigerian government and the Ethiopia government, right? 4 prisoners were fined. You understand? They lose their life during that process, right? But you know that the government of any country are actually responsible for their citizens outside the country, whether they are criminals or they are not criminals, as long as they're still responsible for their citizens. You understand? Even if you're serving a sentence outside Nigeria. So, but under the International Prisoner Transfer Scheme, right? What does it do? It is an agreement that allows convicted prisoner to serve their remainder of their sentence in their home country under the supervision of that government. You understand what I mean? So in this case, yes, majority of it happens in Canada, it happens in United States, it happens in France. You understand? You can check all these things, but they will be under the supervision of that government, and they must complete their sentence. But let's look at these people. In any country that this happened, right? If the government is bringing some of the most dangerous prisoner back to their country, what they actually do is to kick back the same thing that you're doing today, right? The citizen will raise a concern and saying that, no, we are rejecting these people. We would like them to complete their sentence in wherever country that they're serving their sentence. But if you look at these particular people, we have to look at them. Are they really a threat to the society? That is the question here. You see, a lot of people are classifying these people as the people from the southeast of Nigeria. There's no fact. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
They were just using the video that was publicized on the social media or in the news because of the music. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's no 100% fact that those people are 100% Igbos. You understand what I mean? There's
it really doesn't matter where they're from anyway, but the names we've seen so far, 99% of them, at least, the names we saw on the internet, or I saw on the internet. I don't know if that's a valid, data.
I'm not sure if Nigerian government have released the name of this prisoner yet. You
all
understand?
Right. But make I just push back on a few things what you say. You said every country is responsible for its citizens, whether they're in prison in other countries or not in prisons. I agree with you. But when you talk about that responsible now, let's now deep dive into the term responsible. So if a Canadian citizen goes to China and commits crime, what is the responsibility of the Canadian government to that Canadian citizen in China? What is that? What does that responsibility look like?
Remember, that citizen is still the citizens of what's it called, Canadian
100%.
government. You understand what I mean? And remember, they have their own ambassador in every country, and that citizens is still under that government of Canada, because if anything happens to him, right, they can write to their own ambassador. That is exactly what is going on with the prisoner in Ethiopia, the Nigerian prisoner in Ethiopia. So it's not like Nigerian government just kicked in and just said that we're going to Ethiopia to go and release this prisoner.
Yeah.
There's been so many letters to the embassy, to the Minister of Foreign Affairs, you understand what I
Yeah.
mean, to the Attorney General of the Federation. And it's not just in Ethiopia, you understand what I mean. There's so many places that Nigerian government is actually negotiating for some of their own citizens outside the country.
Make we go back to Canada again. So that Canadian citizen now, he go China, go commit crime. I want to understand what is the responsibility of the Canadian government to that their citizen waiting for China, waiting for prison. What is the what does that responsibility look like?
The same responsibility that the Canadian that live in Canada have is the same responsibility that the government have over the prisoner outside.
That is not correct. That is not correct. The Chinese government, let's say this person is a violent criminal, right? The Chinese government doesn't have any reason to send that person to you.
As long that you're holding the passport of Canada, right? That government of your country is responsible for you.
That is not correct. If this person goes to China,
you can put it online.
If this person goes to,
you're looking at the crime. No, I'm looking at the citizens. You understand? You're looking at the crime. It's not like they're responsible for the crime that he committed. You understand what I mean?
Right.
I'm talking about.
But you cannot detach the crime from the citizen, though. The citizen committed the crime, so you can't actually like isolate both of them, right?
That does not mean he has lost his own constitutional right as a citizen of Canada. You understand what I mean? He still have the constitutional right.
So you're trying to tell me, let me say, a Canadian citizen who is stranded in China, who's stranded in, maybe there's a flood or there's an earthquake in China. The Canadian citizen obviously has that responsibility to somehow find evacuation for their citizens.
Yeah,
they have that responsibility. So now you at least you understand this one. So now you're saying that same Canadian citizen can't go back China, can't go by person. Chinese government can't put that Canadian citizen for prison. You're saying the Canadian government, hear me out. The Canadian government has a responsibility to also go and bring that person back to Canada.
No, not just to. No. Hold on.
That's what I'm asking. What is that? What does that responsibility look like?
Let's say, for instance, now, right? There's a Canadian citizens in what's it called, China right now, right? And that Canadian citizens is writing to the Canadian government that is being mistreated in China. You understand? It's still the Canadian responsibility of the Canadian citizens to actually step into that situation. You understand what I mean? To make sure that, because it's still the citizens of Canada, because he's serving his own sentence in China does not mean that they can mistreat him anyhow. And that is what leads to some of these people that actually reach out to their own government. You understand? Even if you're serving your own sentence in another country, you're not being mistreated, there's nothing happen. Yeah, there's always a case that always trigger the response of your own government.
And you've put in a new clause there, mistreating. I don't know that that's the case. However, I do know that 4 of the people with Bianca they come back Nigeria. 4 of them lost their lives, sadly. So I don't know if that is due to maltreatment, but we know that they lost their lives. But if maltreatment is there, then I would agree with your argument. But if maltreatment is not there and person do crime, that person should do the time that they did the crime.
You remember you said something earlier, right? That the government need to put more information out there. You understand?
Yeah.
And to let the people know what actually push the Nigerian government to negotiate with the Ethiopia government. Like I said, they will not just wake up and just go there and negotiate on behalf of this prisoner. You understand what I mean? And if you understand, some of these prisoners were actually arrested in the Ethiopia, Addis Ababa airport, right? When it comes to drug trafficking, you understand?
Yeah.
And some of them were violated the immigration law, forging a document and things like that, right? So there's some might be, okay, I've been in prison, I'm serving a sentence of 10 years in Ethiopia, and this is exactly what is going on with me. You see, it's just like writing a petition to the Nigerian government to come to their rescue if something is going on there. And that is when the Minister of Foreign Affairs will step in, and through the Attorney General of Federation and the Attorney General of Federation in Ethiopia itself, right? But it's now come down to Nigeria. All the citizens will accept what's it called?
A plea.
Accept this prisoner.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
You raise a concern about our prison has been overpopulated right now, right? Which we still have 75% of the prisoner awaiting trial. You understand what I mean? I'm not saying that the concern of the citizens are not valid. You understand what I mean, right? Are absolutely valid, but we shouldn't just look at just saying that, okay, these people are no longer Nigeria. I'm not saying that's what you said, right? But we have to look at them as well. Say, okay, what can we do as a country? Okay, let's look at the drug trafficker, right? We can put them under the supervision of the government to complete their own sentence in Nigeria. But when it comes to the people that committed maybe overstay and things like that, right? Violated the immigration law, they are not threat to the society.
Absolutely.
They can release them back to the society.
And
right?
this is where I agree with you. If the government at least had the courtesy to show more transparency, or Bianca, she works for the government, but I can interchange both words, right? Bianca or the government. If they had the courtesy to show us what these people do, to be more transparent and show details, then we would have a more targeted argument. But here we're just saying we don't know what they did. They could have just violated visa status. They could be selling this. They could be selling that. We don't know for sure. But hey, man, now be a palo with this so we can come here and talk, right? And assume things. But if you want to just help me round up in about 10 seconds so that we can move forward.
Just say in general, right? The way we treat issues in Nigeria, right? And I know that a lot of tribal things is playing into this. You understand what I mean? Saying that, I will not look at it like that. I still see them as a Nigerian citizens. You understand what I mean? Whether they're from the southeast or the southwest or the northern Nigeria, they are still Nigerian citizens. And if they're bringing them closer to their own family to complete their own sentence, I won't say that is a bad thing for those people.
Fair enough.
They will be more closer to their citizens, to their own family, and as well, the Nigerian government have to make sure that they supervise these people very well. The agreement already been made. You understand what I mean? They will be bringing them back to Nigeria. We just want to make sure that they keep their eyes on them and they just don't release this dangerous criminal to the society. And the one that they know that they can go back to the society, they just leave them to go back to their family. And
Absolutely.
That is it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Anthony. I appreciate you for sharing those thoughts, your thought. And, me, I always get pushback now, but it's just what it is. But I am definitely opposed to that idea. So we disagree on that one, but it's what it is. I appreciate you for joining. Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate you. I definitely am opposed to the agreement, my brother. I'm not gonna lie for you. I don't see how the thing help Nigeria in any way. Those their family members that why didn't their family members discourage them from going to do those things before they go do them? You can't do them now. You say let us bring them back so that they will be close to their family. We have a lot of problems in Nigeria, man. To be adding more problems to our problem. But hey, man, thank you, Mr. Anthony. I appreciate you. All right, make we bring Mr. Oye here and make we hear Mr. Oye's own argument. Make we hear Mr. Oye's own argument. And by the way, let's keep liking. We are 28K likes. Let's keep liking, almost at 30K. And let's keep sharing as well. Get more people here to join the show. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you. Make I blow siren for my people. And I thank you so much for liking. I appreciate you guys, man. All right, Mr. Oye, let's hear your thoughts on this one.
Good afternoon, my brother. So, first of all, it has little or nothing to do with this lady that everyone is dragging. It has nothing to do with that. It started with Senator Ume. Now, before Senator Ume, that was in 2023. Before Senator Ume, is from Anambra, right? In 2018, there's a problem with Ethiopia. They were complaining that Nigerians are doing too much trafficking, passing too much through their store, and also a whole lot of Nigerians were in Ethiopia selling full time. These ones are not even doing trafficking. So now they met with Buhari. And then after meeting with Buhari and those things, it broke down. The agreement broke down because I felt like maybe they were trying to force Buhari to take over the prisoners, and maybe he said no, all those things.
Hey, Buhari did a good job then.
Now,
Shout out to Buhari on that one. Right? Shout out to Buhari. Abi.
so 2019, Abike met with them again. In 2019, Abike met with them. 2020, they continued the negotiation, and Abike came out in 2020 that it broke down. So now, by 2023, but there was a problem within that period. I think they started using the anger that Nigeria rejected them, and then they were mistreating these people. Before 2023, already 3 people died. No one died, got unalived in their prison. There were signs of beating and all those things. 3 in 3 years from these guys. So in 2023, Senator Ume stood up on the Senate floor. With some of these senators, we need to start to beat them. Because matter will concern the citizens, they know they ever pull out to talk about the main solutions, right? He stood up on the Senate floor and talked about how Nigerian citizens are being maltreated outside and how it needs to be resolved. Early 2024, I do not know who filed the case in the federal court, but the case was filed in the Nigerian federal court and a ruling was made. So that's why I said, leave Bianca out of it. It has nothing to do with Bianca.
It does, though. She's the person that is signing the deal. So how can we leave her out of it?
No, she's just a delegate. They only send her. She knew nothing about the deal. She had nothing to do with the whole process, and that's why I was bringing it.
It doesn't seem like she knows nothing about this deal, though, because the way she was making the speech, it seemed like she actually was the person. It'd be like now she be the person where even write the deal or come up with the idea.
No, but she came to they put her this thing just 2 months ago now. Bianca came 2 months ago.
I hear you, but I'm just saying, and this looks like a flagship thing for her.
Now, so maybe she's celebrating it because I don't understand. But in 2024, there was now an official court ruling in Nigeria that said that Nigeria government must do everything within their power with NIGHTCOM. NIGHTCOM is the organization where Abike was at the top.
Yeah.
That they must do everything within their power to bring the Nigerians in Ethiopia back home. It was our court that made that ruling. So right from that 2000, now who went to court, I do not know. I'm only telling you the things I have facts about that I can quickly pull out. Senator Ume, I forgot his surname, but that's Senator, you can check him.
Yeah, I think that the Anambra guy, maybe Victor Ume.
Yeah.
Ume is his last name. Victor Ume, maybe.
Yeah. He raised it on the floor in 2023, December 2023. He raised it on the floor. Then he went to court in 2024, and the court ruling said that we should go and bring them. So they're only responding to the court ruling. And from that time, they've started the negotiation.
Okay.
Now,
and, it's good to have this background, right? Just hear me out, Mr. Oye. And it's good to hear this background, which, if this is really the case, then it's not necessarily Bianca. However, just like you also pointed out, citizens wear things they actually impact for Nigeria. They care about them. They worry about people waiting for they worry about people waiting for Ethiopia, right? There are actual people Nigerians in Libya, where they go through a lot. Shouldn't that be a better place to put this resource? Like literally, Nigerians in Libya, they are being treated like, third class, fourth class, fifth class citizens, human beings, Instead, they worry about people who actually commit crime. And you want to bring them back to Nigeria. For what? For what?
So
anyway, I don't see the importance of that.
I never tell you my stance on this. It is a bad precedent.
It definitely is. I mean, I don't see it any other way.
Precedent, because if you know your citizens very well, you know that this rescue Nigeria went to South Africa to do, this is the third time we are doing rescue in 6 years.
Mm.
And new Nigerians keep on going there. The same thing with Libya. We keep on rescuing them from Libya. New ones will go there. Even the old ones that you went there to rescue, they will go back again because they know that when they shout, you will come and rescue them. So
Yep.
for me, I believe it's setting a bad precedent.
Absolutely.
On the other hand, I feel like Nigeria, because if you look at the pattern of the things they've been doing recently, they are trying to mob the image of Nigeria or to create this new image of power centric, that we control Africa or something like that, and then creating this good image. You see the things they've been doing recently, you realize that they are trying to be here and there, dominating, controlling in terms of governance. Is what I'm thinking. So that's what I think. So they are trying to mob our image on the floor, like, okay, we are good, but the truth is we are not good. We are creating bad precedents for this your people.
No be
Nigerians will run back to Ethiopia.
Let's not make it. When you say your people, which people are you referring to?
Our people now, Nigerian people, not
okay.
No, I mean, they are creating, we are creating, and that's, we know these people. They will run back there.
Yep.
They did it in Libya. They were Yoruba guests. It has nothing to do. We know the way we are.
Yeah.
You do some small help like this, they turn it to normal things.
Yep. It's definitely setting a bad precedent. That's for sure.
Federal government, yes. Since they know that the federal government will be willing to come and pick them there every time now,
they keep going.
They will turn it to their main route.
Yep.
They will turn it to their main route.
Yep.
So now, some of the agreements is not this one. They are supposed to serve their term in Nigeria. That's the ruling of the court, right? And that was where I was pointing you to the court ruling.
I never see that one, I never see I've not seen the court ruling, but this deal where this lady signed, the actual details of the deal is not there. It's not in public.
They won't release it, They won't release it. They hardly release those type of. That's why I'm telling you the progression. So it was from the Senate floor to the court, and now to this final stage. So part of the ruling of the court, you can take your time to search later.
I probably will. And I didn't know that this thing, started from the courts and then up to now. So maybe the court will at least give me, the court document maybe will give me more insights into the deal. But Mr. Oye, if you want to use 10 seconds, just round up so that we will move forward.
So thank you. At the end of the day, we not get much to say about it, but they pay me say money where they're supposed to use go rescue some of those people. Even though I think say those people for South Africa too, they know the year what. Because we've been rescuing them since 3 rescue in 6 years makes no sense anymore.
Yeah.
But at least those ones, they no commit crime.
Yeah.
It's better to still use them and
bring them back. Absolutely.
Than using the money to, because at the end of the day, our prison now, you have to start feeding these people. You not send them to go commit crime.
But you have to start feeding them. Yep.
Yeah, we never feed people when they're at home.
Yep.
We never feed them. So now you have to feed these people. All the debt on us and all those things. So yeah, that's just the details.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mr. Oye. I appreciate you for giving us that background. I'll definitely take a look at the court. I'll try find them, take a look at the court document and see if there are details of the deal, because now the court document will also inspire the deal, right? So we're gonna see. I'm gonna go back, and if you're here, please feel free to check out the court document and tell us what's in there inside there. All right, let's keep liking. We hit 30K likes. Thank you guys so much. Let's bring our next guest up here. Marlo. Thank you for joining, Marlo.
Yeah, hello, my brother.
Yeah. Thank you for joining. What are your thoughts on the topic?
Okay, my thought on the topic is like, I'm not looking, if you want to look at the case from your perspective, a crime has been committed, and then the jail time has to be served, simply as that. But there are a lot of dimensions towards cases, We are talking about international case right here. First of all, I want you to understand that every country has prison, and the prisons are built for the citizens of the country, which tells us that we have admitted that among us, people will commit crime, therefore they have to serve.
Yep.
So no one is good. We are all gullible to commit crimes. But this is what I want you to look at it. You know, first of all, these people are in a foreign country.
Yep.
So first of all, you have to look if they have better representation to represent them. And in most cases, even within Nigeria, you will find somebody serving a jail sentence, but because he didn't have better representation, that is why he ended up in jail.
Mm.
If he had a good representation, he wouldn't have been in jail.
Mm.
That is the first point.
Okay.
And the second point also is within Nigeria, you will find someone serving a 25 years sentence for committing a certain crime.
Yeah.
And because the judge was just harsh on him or her, and a different person with the same crime will be serving a 5-year term within the same Nigeria.
But that's
And then
that's normal though. It's these judgments.
I'm getting to a point.
Yeah, it's some of these judgments or sentencing. You know, it's based on the discretion of the judge. It's not like it's because they like this person or they don't like this person.
Exactly.
And also, you don't know the person's background.
I'm just getting to building my point to you.
Okay.
And then the third thing is also like a crime in a different country might not be a crime in another country.
True.
Let me give you an example. When you go to Nepal, right? If you kill a cow, it's considered murder. You'll be judged like someone will kill human being in Nigeria. And if they see you with the cow meat alone, that one to a crime. Yes, you will go to jail for that. Let's take Saudi Arabia. Alcohol is a crime that will take you to jail.
Yeah.
But in Nigeria, we are allowed to drink alcohol without.
In some areas in Nigeria, it's also a crime, like in the north.
Let's take Nigeria out of the equation.
Yeah.
Let's take Ghana.
Ghana,
for example.
Yeah.
Ghana, you are allowed to drink alcohol everywhere.
Yeah, and I get the point. But where is this argument going to?
The point that I'm building is that if you want to look at the case holistically, you are right. But if you want to look at it technically, a government has an obligation to see if its citizens that are serving outside are being represented well, are being given normal case sentences that is equivalent to their crime. And then thirdly, are the crimes really crimes in my country? So let's say if a Ghanaian president goes to Saudi Arabia and he found out his citizens are serving jail sentence because they are drinking alcohol, which he himself, the Ghana president, drinks. I mean, he will be obligated to bring these people back.
Yeah, but they also say ignorance to the law is not an excuse. And there's another one that they say if you go to Rome, if you go to Rome, you behave like if you go to Rome, you behave like the Roman people. There are all these things, right?
That is why I started with prison. People build prisons in their countries, knowing that people will commit crimes. But then in countries still give pardons, presidential pardons within the country. So I think Nigeria as a country is showing humanitarian aspect of a country. Maybe you'll be surprised that the people, even though they've committed crimes, but they've been rendered harsh sentences.
That is why, again, you probably have heard me say this multiple times now, the transparency of the deal. If the deal was made public, we know what these people do, we know what they do, because I don't believe that there's anywhere in the world where selling powder is legal. So if that's what this person did, or these people did...
Kachi, don't be mistaken. You see, I live in America, right?
Okay.
And we are talking about narcotics, right?
Okay.
And narcotics is being based on classification.
Not really.
No, it's real. It's real. No,
Not
it's real.
really. Give an example
it's-
then. Give me an
I'm
example then.
giving, in America here, in my state that I live, I
Okay.
can walk and go and buy marijuana.
How would you say narcotics? You put marijuana. Marijuana no be narcotic now.
No, it's part of narcotics.
No.
Yes. Yeah, you go to jail. You
It's
go to jail in
the
Nigeria.
term narcotic. Marijuana is not classified a narcotic.
No, it's part of it's class B.
Okay,
Check
make I correct myself.
Yeah, check it.
Let me
Class
check
B.
and correct myself.
Yes.
Marijuana is not considered a narcotic. Narcotic not hard drug. That's what the term, the legal, the definition of narcotic means hard drug. Marijuana na herb. Narcotic, they don't go lab, guala the thing. That's what narcotic means.
But let me just give you it's something that will send you to jail anyway.
Not really. If you use narcotic, we need to stick to the definition of narcotic. Marijuana, yes, is not classified.
I might have used the wrong term.
I think I get the point you're making. Marijuana in I believe in America is, it's even classified higher than cocaine. And the reason is this, because cocaine in some dentists and medicine, they use cocaine to numb, as anesthetic, right? So that's the reason. But marijuana is classified higher than it. Now you got to ask yourself, but don't be cocaine be this? That's why the law is kind of
the reason why I'm saying that is that in the state that I lived, when I came here, you go to jail if you're being caught with a gram of it, and then eventually the people put it on vote, and they voted to legalize it. And it was after that you see shops open just like pharmacies.
Yeah.
You go in and buy it. But the next state that we have border with, which is Idaho, when you cross feet on that state, if police arrest you, now straight to jail.
I hear you. I hear you on that.
Case, right,
I hear you, yeah.
The governor of my state here will try and see if I will serve my sentence here in my state. So if they transfer me,
not really. That is not true. That is not correct. That is not correct. For US, if they catch you for any state, do crime there. Even if you escape that crime for that state, go another state, then go extradite you. Go back the state you commit the crime.
No, let me get.
That is not correct. Google is free, my brother. I don't need to live in the US to know these things. Google is free.
No, if we have federal,
I'm talking about states. I'm talking about states. If you commit a crime in a state,
let me explain.
If you commit a crime in a state for US, then go extradite you, go there, regardless of where you are. You'll go there, go do that time.
Give me a minute.
My brother, I don't have to be in the US to know this thing. Google is free.
Let me tell you
your governor will not try to bring you back to your state to serve the term. That's not true.
Listen to this.
Okay, go ahead.
You see, it's legalized by the state, but federal government has not legalized it.
I hear you on that, but I'm saying if you go to a state where it's illegal, your state will not be fighting to bring you back to your state. That place you commit that crime, now they go extradite you go.
Your state can.
All right.
They will write a letter to the other state and cite a lot of
that is not correct, my brother. That is not correct. But you can. I'm gonna kind of disagree to agree that kind of thing so that we're not going to prolong the argument. Exactly. But you can go back and do your research on that.
What I'm saying is that for Nigerian government to try to bring its prisoners back to Nigeria, regardless of the economic situation in Nigeria, it might not be the economic situation now is not maybe good, but the idea is not a bad idea. That is all I want to say.
I think I hear you. I don't think I don't think it's a good idea because it's going to stretch the money we will not get already. Nigeria is no reach already.
That's what I'm saying. If we not get money, let's assume. What about if we not get money?
It still wouldn't be a good idea because it's setting a bad precedent. You see what I'm saying? It still wouldn't be a good idea. It's setting a bad precedent.
I mean, people should be transferred back to their family. They can serve close to their home. Family will visit them. Family can talk to them. Family can rehabilitate them. Then they'll become very useful people back to the society.
I don't know.
But if we leave them over there, they don't have any visitation. Remember, prisons are not meant to punish people. They are meant to reform people.
Yeah, that is correct.
Come back to the society and be productive members of the society.
That is correct.
Remember, Nelson Mandela was serving 27 years prison term with something that was deemed a crime somewhere.
This is not
No,
apples for
it's
apples
very
now. This one,
interesting.
apple and orange. Now you won't compare.
all
But I
these
hear you. I hear
Yeah,
you.
so please, let's just try and bring them back home so they can be close to their families, serve their sentences. Those that their crimes are not really crime in Nigeria should be let go.
Yeah.
And those that their crimes are crimes in Nigeria should continue their service, and maybe they can be rehabilitated and become very useful members of our society that can preach to the young ones.
Make I ask you, before I let you go, let me ask you. Boko Haram terrorists, wouldn't they rehabilitate? What are your thoughts or your opinion on that?
To be honest with you, there's a cause for every crime where they happen. So rehabilitation is a must.
It's not a must, man. It's not a must, man. It's not a must.
We shouldn't give up. We should not give up.
It's not a must. I think we should give up. If you go, they do crime. You should be. Listen, man. That's why I have respect for the mob guys. Those guys, I get good respect for them. If they know that they do bad thing. If you catch them, you don't catch them. They go their prison. They just have their time. That's why I have respect for these guys. The end of the day, they shout, "Oh, send us back to this place. Let us go and do it." No. That's even like a child. That's you behaving like a child. Be a man. You decided as a man. Say, "Nah, hungry. I go ebola no boda. Make I go do this crime. If they catch me, may they catch me. May they buy me. If not buy me, they buy me." That is what a man does. You see what I'm saying? But the one where you come go, you make up your mind, I go ebola, make I go do you. Then can't catch you. You begin the child. Oh. I don't know, man. I mean,
Kachi, you know, sometimes boys grow into men while they are still boys. You see the age and the beer, but still, people are not always perfect.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, you have to go through certain stages in life to realize that life is not like oh boy, no easy, Kachi. You know, easy.
I agree with you. Tell me about it. No easy. I agree with you. But you know,
sometimes you fall in a pit without your own doing. I'm telling you.
But for the 9 times out of 10, these people that we're talking about today, they no fall inside that pit because no be their own doing. 9 times out of 10, it was premeditated. 9 times out of 10, it was premeditated.
Living out of your country, trying to survive, is not easy. It's not easy.
I hear you. But there are millions and millions of other people. Elon Musk, richest man now in the world, he lived out of his country. There are a ton of other immigrants who don't leave their country. This Pakistan mayor now, I believe, for London or so. You know, at some point he left his country. His parents left his country. So not the only crime be the way to make money. Crime is not the only way to make money. But
That's
I hear
what
you.
I'm saying. Sometimes crime in Nigeria is not a crime in Ethiopia. A crime in Saudi Arabia is not a crime in Nepal.
9 times out of 10, my brother Malo, 9 times out of 10, the crime, what would they talk about, what these people do for Ethiopia? Now powder. Then they sell powder. So that crime is universal. Everywhere for this world, it's universal.
You see, when it comes to narcotics, we always take the lazy man's approach. The lazy man's approach is to arrest the seller. The strongest approach is how to teach your children not to taste it, you know. That's the strongest approach. We have been lazy and we let God, and now we take the lazy man approach. Look at how much we invest in this drug fighting.
Yeah.
If we invest that money into teaching children how to live a better life, we will not end up here. It's the same us that caused this problem, and we turn around and blame the small people where they sell them. And remember, Kachi, these are all manufactured products.
Yeah.
And none of these people are close to any factory. None of them are chemists. Where are the chemists?
Yeah, that's a good question, and I don't have the answer. But thank you, Mr. Marlo, for joining.
You see, when you look at it holistically, the world is full of corruption, I'm telling you.
Absolutely.
From the bottom core.
Absolutely.
You know, just we are in the middle fighting ourselves, I'm telling you.
Absolutely. And thank you for joining, by the way, Mr. Marlo.
I've been following you every time. I really enjoy your show.
Thank you.
I'm not from Nigeria, though.
Thank you.
Yeah, I follow you every day. You and Choma.
I appreciate you.
I really like your perspective on issues.
Thank you so much,
And
Marlon.
thank
I
you for
appreciate
picking
you.
me up.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you so
Bye-bye.
much. All right, make we bring our next guest up here. All right, make we see. We have, I don't know, I probably would be closing the live soon. But let's keep liking, by the way. We're at 36K likes right now. Let's try to hit 50K before we call it a day. We just hit 1 hour, 47 minutes. So maybe we'll use this one close for the day. But I appreciate you guys for being here. Thank you so much. And Mr. Anon, non-Oracle, just give me 1 second. Make I just read some chats and then we go from there. All right. Onyé says most of them must have advised their children. And the crazy part is, I forget, even halfway been talking, say, yeah, they say some of these people, then go church, all these, what's in they call that guy? Akwa Then go Akwa Dibia, make Akwa go, nothing go happen to you. Ite uku abi when they call that nonsense, what they do. Ite whatever, right? You know, go Agwa Lamgi ite, go and do it, nothing go happen, go and do that. Most of these people, their family advise them. Tell you a real story. True story. I'll tell you a true story. When I've been there serve for Ondo State, he gets one of my person who I follow serve. This dude, I hope that guy is still alive. I hope that guy is still there alive, right? This dude used to tell me that, or he used to tell us, we've been friends then. Saying, Mama, what did they call Ezewanya, I believe. Saying, Mama, Ezewanya. Saying once him finish, saying, Mama, they pray for people, make them go carry, powder for other countries. Say once him finish the service now, say, Mama go, say, get one guy where Mama don't they pray for sins. Say, that guy go carry and go. I hope he's alive. I'm telling you, true story. You're talking about telling your children not to do it. People are actively telling their children to go and do it. People are actually telling their children to go do the true story. I'm not making this up. I hope that guy is still alive. Because if he told that part, they would not buy him by now or he can go to prison by now. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. Anyway, Adachi they say, Okite. Yeah. Onye say Okite. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say when I say Itoku. I don't even know what's in the color. But yeah. It's crazy, man. Anyway, Onye says most of them must have advised their children. Yes, most of them advise their children to go do them. Absolutely. K Granny says sellers are the culprits. Right? Nobody sellers go collect them from who they manufacture and begin they say. The manufacturer manufactures something, you go collect they say. You say make a whole manufacturer. Now one step at a time now. One step at a time, you go hold this person. Then if you can catch the manufacturer, you catch them too. Do them what you want to do them. Now so it be. Anyway, Onye says let's not blame the parents totally. All right. Blue Lomo says nobody forced them to travel abroad. Stop giving excuses for them. Absolutely. Silver Surfer says selling a crime at the moment. Absolutely. Selling is crime. It's a crime. Organigwe says gaslighting. Johnson says you don't know it's powder. I don't know, and again, that's why I'm calling on Bianca. Lady Bianca, show us the deal. Open the deal, make we see, so that Kachi will stop the speculate, right? Kachi will stop speculating and talk about facts, but when the deal is not transparent, there is, hidden. Tell us the people, tell us what they do, tell us anything, you just say, oh, we are going to release them. Release them for what? Anyway, let's see. Will's the best says Nelson is not selling powder. I believe you're referring to Nelson Mandela. Yeah, he wasn't selling powder. Absolutely. Organigwe says, why did they leave their family to go commit crimes? Absolutely. That's a good question. But anyway, thank you guys so much for being here. Let's keep liking and sharing. We're at 38K likes right now. Let's hit 50K likes. And we're 1 hour, 50 minutes right now. I plan to be here for 2 hours, so we're approaching that goal. Make gonna help me keep liking and sharing and get more people here to join the show. All right, Mr. Anon, if you want to unmute yourself, please, let's talk about this. What are your thoughts on the topic?
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate you for bringing me up.
All right. Thank you.
Transfer of people's sentence. Person's sentence.
Yeah.
For me, this has been a long practice between two countries, especially let's use Nigeria as an example. But maybe I'm speaking from the perspective of I've been an insider working with one of the Nigerian federal security.
Mm.
So it has always been like that. People from Malaysia, people from Taiwan, inmate from Malaysia, inmate from Taiwan, and some other Asian country like that. And what the government normally do is, at least, I also work with as a federal prison.
One
as a
second.
federal
Sorry, 1 second. Sorry, Mr. Anon, please. Personal details. I don't want your personal detail, please. You dey public. We don't need to know who you are, what you do.
Okay.
Yeah. Please make just for security reasons. Make we not share your details,
Okay,
please.
don't let me go there so that
Yeah.
you. I'm just saying that so that I will put it in context.
Yeah, I hear you,
So,
but you don't
because
have to
what
call
I
where you
want to
work,
say
please,
is-
please.
What I want to say is
Yeah.
this, what I want to say. Okay.
Sorry, I know I
Okay,
scatter your
by
line of
virtue
thought.
my
Sorry.
by virtue of my person in
Thank you.
Nigeria,
Thank you.
I've
That's
actually
better.
worked also with Nigerian prison service actually
Okay.
to actually know some of those things that we are actually talking about.
Mm.
As in when they bring them from this holding country. When I mean holding country, that is to say the country that they are actually serving their jail time.
Yeah.
And putting them to some of our what's it called, federal standard prison,
Mm.
like the maximum prison in Kirikiri,
Yep.
medium prison in Kirikiri, Ikoyi prison in what's it called,
Lagos.
Lagos, and then Badagry prison in what's it called, Badagry. So honestly, it has always been a practice that we have actually, but by and large, honestly, you look it in a one-way side,
Mm.
and I want you to look it in another way side. Also, this holding country, I am saying holding country, even this holding country, because of a lot of people in their prison, sometimes they do come up with this idea of discongesting their prison. That is to say, withdrawing some of those prisoners in their country
Yeah.
that are not they are not a native of their country.
Yeah.
Thereby, they actually work with the consulate or the consular or the ambassador in their country to ensure that this thing have actually walked through.
Mm.
So by and large, it has always been a practice between two countries, as it were. But the way I looked at it is about reforming, because you are just perhaps some of your statement for me is just like perhaps stigmatizing them and stuff like that.
Mm.
Some of them actually were, because most of the deliberation today was okay, perhaps maybe they committed offense that are related to powder and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them actually committed it, and even by confessional statement, because honestly, by virtue of my person in Nigeria, I also speak with some of the inmates directly.
Yeah.
So some of them even come, but when in the process of actually serving their jail term, we introduce some perspective whereby some people will now even become a Christian. So for us, we don't look it in that way of stigmatization that you people are actually looking at it. We just look at it in a situation whereby, okay, we know that this person have actually learned something and he has actually turned a new leaf. And then by virtue of that,
Let me ask you, since you have some inside information in the prison systems at large, right? If you're asked to give a percentage of the people who, let's say, become reformed citizens in prison, what would that percentage look like for you?
I won't exaggerate, honestly. I won't exaggerate. Our anticipation is maybe 80%. But I won't exaggerate, my 20 or 30%. That's what we normally see among those people that they will always actually release to us, and so that all of them will be in the prison, in all those maximum prison and stuff like that. Like,
and that's a fair assessment. And I definitely agree with you. Prison is meant for reform. And a lot of people, 20% is a good place to even be at. It's a good place to be at. If 20% are being reformed in prison, then don't you see that's even the more reason why you should put them in prison, make them there, and think about what they do and be better people?
Yes, even when they come here, like for me, to some of this image you are even seeing is even what's it called? It's even more excruciating to push them down to Nigeria, because you can't compare the prison environment in Nigeria
Mm.
than what's it called? Than the prison in Europe and other developed countries.
Yeah.
However, if they actually come to Nigeria, they continue serving their jail time
Ah.
to the end, depending on what is their sentence. Because as long as they've actually handed over them to the security and the captain of the what's it called? The captain of the airline.
Yeah.
Most of the time, they normally handcuff them somehow like that. If you
Mm.
see some people coming from what's it called, airline, you always see them with handcuff, or you see police by their side.
Ah.
There could have been an
In
instructor like that.
shackles. In shackles
Yes,
and
there
stuff.
could have
Yeah.
been an instructor, but not every one of them.
Mm.
Not every one of them in that direction.
Okay.
Not every one of them. But by and large, most of these things are actually normal, and it has always. And you made mention of something in which perhaps maybe I need to correct or not.
Okay.
You
Go
said,
ahead.
okay, and what you said when was it when the first three people are just speaking? He said, "Have you had American intervening for his prisoner in Nigeria?" That was the statement you made.
Something like that, maybe. But what is your pushback on that?
Honestly, they do intervene. Honestly, because like I say, I have a little knowledge and experience. Though I'm not a prison service officer,
Yeah.
I'm not a prison service officer.
Yeah.
At least by me interfacing with some of these security, what's it called, department in the country, I have not. There might be, but I have not actually seen any. What's it called? America. I've not actually come across any America in some of our major prison.
So how are you? That is not a pushback now. I thought you have solid information of fact that the American government, they go carry their priest.
The American government they do come, and the way they.
But you just said now that you've not seen anyone yourself, but there might be.
Yes, you said that. Okay, America, number one. Let me establish. America also commit what's it called, crime abroad.
Absolutely.
Yeah. They also commit crime abroad. But what they normally do is they quickly intervene. That's what I want to actually correct from your own perspective.
Not really, my brother. Not really. The one way I know, now the way, if there's a military person, a journalist, where, they maybe for Russia, they go arrest American journalists. Something like that. Yes, America would go for the person, would want the person back to America.
No. Apart from journalists,
a criminal will go another country, go to sell powder. You say America go, they try to bring the person back.
No powder. Let me create a scenario. I don't want to.
Okay, create that scenario, make we hear.
I don't want to divulge what's it called, confidential information. Just some of the misdemeanor. There are classes of crime.
Misdemeanor.
Some of those what's it called, misdemeanor.
Misdemeanor.
Yes, not simple offense. There are simple offense and there are misdemeanor. Some of those tough crime.
Misdemeanor, that's what you mean, right? Misdemeanor.
Yes.
Okay.
American.
Misdemeanor go fit be like maybe you traffic ticket. You run past speeding, you run past red light. That's like a misdemeanor, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So I've seen that, I've witnessed that situation, and I have actually witnessed American what's it called, representative in Nigeria intervening and also have a liaise with them, the Nigerian authority, and
all right.
Something was actually done.
All right.
It's not by looking at our own country alone. Crime is everywhere.
Yeah.
So, and then also one thing I actually want to do, what's it called, correct also, is that we shouldn't be discriminating against all those prisoners. That's another thing that I want to actually establish. Now,
I guess that's your job because you don't already expose yourself. Say they work somewhat in prison side. So I guess this is your job, right? You're telling us not to discriminate. So you're doing your job. But hear me out, my brother.
As a Nigerian,
I hear you. I hear you.
I'm not a security person again.
I need you to hear me out, my brother. If somebody goes and decides to be selling powder, what is the discrimination there? What is the discrimination there? Or maybe you're not using the right words. What is the discrimination? If person go decide to they sell powder, what is the discrimination there?
No. If I can interpret your word, what you are trying to create, okay, somebody has committed offense, lock them, jail them, and throw the key away. Let them serve their jail time till they end it. That's what the picture you are painting. Am I right?
No. That's why in prison there are programs. And you would know about this. There are programs. Maybe if you don't get primary school certificate, then go tell you, okay, if you complete this primary school certificate, we fit come out 5 years from your time. If you go ahead and do WAEC, we fit come out another 2 years. If you go ahead and learn this skill, we fit come out another 2 months. That's why there are programs, right? I'm all for that. But I'm saying you do, however, have to do that time. You do have to do that time. That's all I'm saying. That's my argument.
But yes, I agree with you based on what you said before you said this. So most of the time, what some of those security officers usually look, basically most of those prison officers usually look at, have they turned a new leaf? So if they have actually turned a new leaf, they can actually recommend their name.
Yeah.
For,
and how do you determine if a person has turned a new leaf? Is by these programs. Has this person been consistent in this program? That's why there are programs. And now if you're being consistent in those programs, it shows dedication. That's the only metric that the prison people can actually use to determine if this person has actually turned a new leaf. You're not just going to wake up one morning and say, Kachi, because Kachi they keep to himself I think he's doing good now. No, there has to be an objective metrics that you can use to measure if this person has turned a new leaf. And that's what I said. If you don't go get WAEC, maybe if you do WAEC, then go say, okay, yeah, this person, they try. If you do this skill acquisition program, they say, yeah, this person is trying. At least if he come out now, he go get work, what he go do. These are the metrics. It's not just by looking at the person and saying, yeah, he has turned a new leaf. But anyway, Mr. Anon Sekul, if you just want to use 10 seconds and round up so that we'll go move forward.
So like I said, for me, I've actually been, the enforcing side and the, the Jesus type for the inmate. So for me, I don't discriminate against them. Okay. And we also need a better things. As a Nigeria, I also preach that people should not actually discriminate against them. We hope for them to actually turn a new leaf so that they will be a better instrument for Nigeria instead of being a worse instrument for Nigeria. That's my own submission. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Anon. I appreciate you for joining and thank you for sharing your thoughts too. Appreciate you. All right, I see some people. Thank you. Who give me rose? Who gave me a heart? Thank you, Onye. Thank you so much, Onye. I see some people, they want me to notice them or then go catch fire. Make I read out on a test. Mr. One Man, I forget your name now. I forget your name. Mr. One Man, see how you portray yourself for public, a tribal bigot. Everybody, they come here, they share ideas. I believe the last man that just from his accent, I can tell he's not an Igbo person. From the way he voiced, he's no Igbo person. Everybody is here sharing ideas, talking about the topic. But you come here with your bigoted self. They tell me 100% of the people brought back are Igbos. Don't you think we already know? Don't you think the last speaker knows? Don't you think I know? I spoke about it already. What point are you trying to make with your bigoted self? And you're banned from the Beer Parlor show, man. I got to block you. You're of no use to this show. I got to block you. Go somewhere else and do that bigotry. Not here, man. We don't do that over here. Make I block your stupid self. Anyway, I can also block this one. Bigotry is not allowed in the Beer Parlor, man. We only come here to share ideas and talk about how we go move Nigeria forward. We don't come here to do some bigotry. Take that shit somewhere else. But I love my IPOB people. They like to curse me. I love those ones. My IPOB brothers, I love Una so much. I know they block Una. I love Una. Anyway, let's get back to the show. We've hit 2 hours already, but we have 2 people requesting. So make I just honor Una. Make I just honor Una for requesting the doctor, but we're gonna make it brief so that I'll go about my day. Make I go enjoy my day, you know. Make I go enjoy my day. Anyway, the doctor, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you, brother.
I appreciate you. What are your thoughts on the topic? Bianca Ojukwu's Ethiopia prisoner deal, humanitarian or bad precedent? What do you think?
First of all, that I live in Malaysia, so
Una get wahala. Una go just come here, they tell una private business. We don't need that information, my brother. Why do you think we need to know where you live, my brother?
it's just a point of reference.
All
So,
right. All right. But just try to keep your personal, this is public. Leave your personal information. Leave them. Yeah, but I hear you.
sure.
That has nothing to do with the topic too, But what do you think about the topic?
So, when you enter countries like this, it's part of the mentality of our people. When you enter countries like this, majority of people where you see there now, first thing when they go tell you, I'm on a waiting what they do here. You guys join waiting that they do here. So, and that cycle keeps cycling over and over again. So even people will come with genuine mind go still get corrupted when you mix yourself in the midst of those people.
Yeah.
So now everybody don't know Malaysia, Asia, Thailand, and all these Asian countries. Say all of them where they are. If they say they sell powder or they do the street or all those things. So sometimes I don't really have pity for these people when they get incarcerated because they tarnish the image of Nigeria abroad.
And it's also premeditated. They plan them. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing.
They plan them because even the ones where they Nigeria, they talk of waiting they go do.
Yep.
So the ones where they Nigeria, they already get that mentality.
Yep.
That the only thing where they go do when they come this kind of countries.
Yep.
So it's when I see them get incarcerated, most times I'm happy because I feel like saying that they take out the burden of the tarnishing of image of Nigeria from us.
Yeah.
Because those of us where they run genuine business, people no go even trust you again. Once they don't see you say na Niger person,
yep,
you're automatically a bad person.
Yep.
So that is why I am happy most times when these people get incarcerated. Because if you come to this country now, majority of people where we at least more than 90% of people where we get no get any genuine thing in their mind where they want to do. Even the ones where be say they feel get the privilege to do something important.
Yep.
Or even the ones where even get the small money where they fit to establish business, employ locals, contribute to the economy. They
Yep.
no go do them. Best way they go do say they go just if they chop person money, then go buy land for Bongo. That is the best they do.
Isn't that something?
And it's keep on going over and the problem is that the more people come, the more they corrupt almost all
person.
those ones they
Yeah.
come because they will mix themselves with the wrong people. And
Yep.
then you ask them, then go say, I'm on our way to they do be this. So that is terrible.
It is.
So
Absolutely.
second thing be say most of those people will come back. Some of them enter prison because of not only because say that they sell powder, some of them enter prison because say they no get visa. Some of them enter prison because of some offenses, some
True.
minor offenses.
True.
And say some minor offenses for abroad, if you be foreigner and you no get money or anything, your problem go there longer.
Yep.
So if for a majority amongst all those people where they bring back, for the ones where enter prison because of paper or because of some minor things, that one we feel pity them. But the ones where enter prison say they go they sell powder or they go they scam people or they go they do all those illegal things. They're not even supposed to bring them come back.
Absolutely. And why I've been on to talk about transparency since. If say Bianca tell us, okay, what these people do, make we even scrutinize the list of these people. Don't just publish their names. What are the offenses there? Make we even see whether we go select themselves. Like beans. See, okay, this one I just visa in overstay. That one no be too much, no be crime. Like no, even though if it be not crime, obviously, but keep person, buy person, bring them back. But the one where they sell powder, the one where they do fraud, the one where they traffic person, all those ones you go join them put. You see what I'm saying? Man.
Exactly, because now and most times now those people they carry the image of now saying bad things sabi smell pass good thing. So those of us that they do good thing, your own news no go reach the locals or the people where go appreciate them. Now those ones where go do small thing like this everywhere for TV.
Yep.
So I do not have pity or empathy for those people where go
Absolutely.
they do rubbish, go they fight for streets, carry cutlass, they chase people. If some people they even collect locals, collect people wife for then go they fight. Some people they cut people head. So all those nonsense things when they see and they say, this Nigerian people,
Yeah.
So if they bring bad image, so you now will be say you be legit person,
Yep.
you get better a better business proposal.
Yep.
They run business. You know, go locals no go even look your way. Even if say look you they sell corn now, another local they sell corn. Your
Yep.
own corn sweet pass. Your local own no sweet. Then go buy from that local.
Absolutely.
Because they
Absolutely.
see you say, this one may you no go use this contest scam me or
Yep.
this. So my point is that
Yeah, if you want, use
for
just 10
those
seconds
people
to
where
round
they
up so that
bring
we'll go
back-
move forward. I'm coming to the end of the show,
for
but
those
thank you.
people where they bring back the ones that committed minor crimes that like some inevitable things where we say you get problem with your landlord or
Yeah.
they come arrest you, all those things. We feel pity them or say your visa expire, we feel pity them. But if you go to another person country, they commit serious crimes.
Yep.
There's no empathy for those people.
Absolutely.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you so much, the doctor. I appreciate you for joining. And Onye, thank you so much for the hat and mustache. I appreciate you, Onye. Thank you so much. And I know you've been here since the beginning of the show, so thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right, let's see. Let's keep liking, by the way. Let's get the likes up. We're at 45K. Let's hit 50K likes. Make we bring our brother Ibotic Pride. We could just give this one, we're just gonna, I forget the word now, but speed. We'll do this one with speed. 5 minutes, 3 minutes, and call it a day for today. All right, Ibotic Pride, my brother, thank you for joining. Make we hear your thoughts on the topic. Humanitarian rescue or bad precedent?
I think it's a humanitarian, thing to do because some of these are.
And by the way, make I just throw you small and Jackery. 1 second, just hold your thought, please. Why you still no be net work this thing still there for your this thing? Why you still put that? You know you're saying lose election.
I love the man because of his achievements.
Okay.
And it's not something to be, we don't need to laugh at him.
Okay. Sorry, I'll take it. Okay, sorry, I'll take it back, my brother. I'll take my laugh back. I apologize. But it's winner loser game, right? The losers, we will laugh the losers. The winners, that's how it be, right?
Yes, the man have led a life that is exemplary. He made it in his promotion as a lawyer. Like he established himself. In politics, he also earned a name for himself. It's not easy to represent your people.
That is true.
And while in the Senate, he pushed many bills. Like people don't talk about the bills he championed. I think there is no senator that championed more bills than him.
How many of them were passed though? How many of them became law?
Yeah, like his place in Aniocha that was not regarded as a constituency. Just recently, INEC have have now approved them to be seen as a constituency and for election to be conducted in those places. He also championing Anioma and other things. So the guy is an amazing guy.
All right.
Yes, has his bad side, but that's human beings.
Absolutely. We're not perfect. But I just wanted to make a light of the situation. I hope you're not offended. Not joke I did, my brother. But let's get back to the topic.
Yeah, so with what Bianca did, it was a humanitarian thing to do because some of these guys that were locked up in Ethiopia has been there for some of them have been there for more than 10 years. Some of them have been there for more than 20 years. Probably.
I'm glad you said probably because we don't know, and those guys they seem very young. I'm glad you said probably. 20 years might be pushing it. 10 years, but 20 years might be pushing it.
Yeah, that's why I said probably.
Yeah.
I know that these guys have families back home in Nigeria who have not had the opportunity to see them for so long. Some of them don't even know whether they are alive. Right? So I heard that what they're doing is repatriating them from Ethiopia prisons to Nigerian prisons, where their family members who don't know about their whereabouts can go see them, maybe give them food and all that. That connection. I do expect that on the face of it. The rationale, because some of this thing is under probability. Some of them could be only sons, some of them could be, all this so just bringing closure to the families.
The closure is good. The closure is good, my brother. I will not argue with that one. However, If someone premeditates something, go do something, why are we worried about their closure?
Yeah,
If
I
person
want to,
plan, decide, say, nah, I go be criminal, why are we worried about the person's closure? You see what I'm
exactly.
saying?
I will talk about that. I'm trying to talk from the humanitarian perspective
Ah,
from the side Bianca might be doing what she's doing, like from how she's looking at it, bringing closure to some of these families who have not heard from their children for a very long time. Some of them don't know about their whereabouts, whether they are dead or alive. So I could understand that. But while doing this, they should be very, 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 very careful. They should be careful in the sense they are not providing future recruits for IPOB. Because when you look at that video, majority of these guys are Igbo guys. I'm an Igbo man, I will say it clearly.
Yep.
And it's something that is shameful. It's also an indictment to all Igbo leaders. All the Igbo leaders should be ashamed of themselves. Because if they have led well, if they have provided the right opportunities for our people within Southeast, if they have given our people the right orientation, instead of blaming all their misfortune politically or being marginalized and other things they have been doing for generations, which sow the seeds that we are reaping the fruits today. But that aside, they should make sure that these guys are given proper orientation. They should make sure that these guys are well enlightened. They should also look at their previous offenses they committed in the country. What did they do that led them to be arrested? The ones with serious offenses, like let's say the ones that committed, murder, all this kind of thing, they need to be put in proper prison facilities. There should no emotional attachment in dealing with them. They should be put in appropriate place, given the appropriate punishment, given the appropriate oversight. Make sure that these guys, whatever they did, they must be remorseful and they must have changed for it. I'm not even believing them on face value. They have to do things that will show that indeed these guys have changed. And you don't just release them into the society. There are people who committed similar punishments in Nigeria that in prison, they have to face exactly the same punishment or whatever those ones in Nigeria are facing.
Absolutely.
Emotional attachment to these things. But the ones who may be committed minor offenses, the appropriate punishments they are supposed to go through, they also have to go through it. But if they not see remorse, if they not see change of character, that makes them safe to be released into the society, then they should go ahead and do that. But
if you want to use 10 seconds and round up so that we'll go move forward, Mr. Ibotic Pride.
They must give them the proper orientation. They must check their whereabouts. They must make sure that they don't become new recruits of our pop that is causing violence all across and making our homeland unlivable. So they have to be very, very meticulous with whatever they are doing. Very, very, very meticulous.
Absolutely. And thank you, Mr. Ibotic Pride. I definitely agree with you. It's definitely an indictment on our Igbo leaders that will not do what they're supposed to do. They're going to allow people to shout marginalization. That's what fuels this idea. Definitely agree with you on that one. However, I do not subscribe to this, bring them back, let them reform. No, if you do crime, do the time. Listen, man, I'm going to, hopefully, all things being equal, 2031, I go run for governor. I go to campaign on Nga, so that if I do mistake, become the governor, say, if Nga, we are going to be building new prison. If you do crime, you go prison. There is no, one nine. It's just what it is. If you do crime, you need to go to prison. Now, so every society where they develop, now so it be. For China, if you drink and drive, prison. Guess what they do? And they like to drink for that place. Guess what they do? Okada. They don't even carry motor go where then they go drink. When they drink finish, then go just stay there. Okada go come carry them go house. It's what it is. If you do crime, you go prison. If you go drink, jam person for China, you're going to prison. People know this, so they don't play with it. But when people know that their government go say, one is our brother, let us just release him. People will continue to do crime. It's what it is. Nga, my this thing, my governorship this thing, we go right am nga. So that if you vote me, you know what to expect. But hey, man, thank you, Mr. Ibotic Pride. I appreciate you for joining. I see my sister here. Choma is here. Choma, thank you so much for joining. We know they do one day with crime. Absolutely, Choma. One day no day for crime. If you do crime, you go do the time. It's what it is. Anyway, make we bring Mr. All Opinion Matters. Make we hear in thoughts on this one. I believe we'll go use Mr. All Opinion Matters close for today. Now 2 hours I planned the year. We done the near 2 hours 30 minutes, and I don't want to stretch. I don't want to stretch the show. But I appreciate you guys for being here. I appreciate you guys for still requesting. But we'll go use All Opinion Matters close for today. Let's keep liking. By the way, we had 48K likes. I appreciate you guys, man. Make we hit 50K likes. Let's hit 50K likes. All right. All Opinion Matters. Make we hear your thoughts on this one. If you want to unmute yourself, you're muted. All Opinion Matters.
Hello, Biapado.
Yes.
Sorry. I didn't come up.
No wahala. Thanks for joining. What's your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, so I think it's a humanitarian rescue. Because when I look at the details, and it was prisoner transfer, which means that these people that have existing prison sentence are going to continue here. So it's a good thing because these people are not protected by any right. Just because somebody has gone to prison does not mean you should be stripped of all these rights. So this right that they even accord their own citizens, that they don't accord us, that's one. Two is that some of them have even finished their jail term, but obviously they cannot discharge them back to society. They don't belong there. So they are just...
We don't know this, All Opinion Matter. I don't know where you get this information from. We don't know this one.
Wait, now. This is from the finding I am talking about that I checked, right? So, again...
Where did you check it? Because I also checked. I didn't see the detail of this thing, of this deal. So where you check them?
There were people who gave experiences of those that they know. You can... I'll look for the link. I will send it to your DM.
Please do.
Yeah. So my biggest issue is not that I believe them. My biggest issue is the fact that when they come here, they're coming to prison. So they are not escaping the justice system. It's still prisoner transfer.
Okay. I mean, I know that's the term that they use, but Nigeria, we see where then they reform terrorists. That's my fear. I know that's the name, prison transfer. I understand what that term means, but we don't know the exact details.
We can't assume the worst of it, right? It's just like sentencing people that have not committed a crime if you assume the worst of it. Even though it's happening in Nigeria, but you have to take a case by case basis.
Okay.
So that's why I think it's a humanitarian rescue. And then lastly is that it's important because of the name Nigeria has been scattered everywhere, because these people are giving us a bad name. It's better for them to come and do their jail time here, so that people like you who are living abroad, who are doing genuine business, could be respected in the society rather than them thinking that you are selling powder, all of that.
But here is the problem with that. And even though you agree, you say now humanitarian rescue, this point that you just made now makes it a bad precedent, because if other people now say then they rescue, Nigeria is looking to clean their image. Okay, it emboldens, it incentivizes them to go to those countries again and go do those things again, because they think or they know that the Nigerian government will bring them back. Don't you think so?
No, you are assuming one constant. You are assuming that people are not serving jail time here. That's the problem. Because Nigerian prison is not where person they go. So Nigerian prison is not where you say, oh Lord judge. We know what's happening in Nigerian prison. So they can be saying can't get so now when they get here, maybe the music will remain the same. Let them enter here first.
That one that threat to say they enter here first.
Yes. Now when they get here and they see the beans, so they would know if it's something that they want to go and do. And these experiences will pass down across different people.
Yeah.
So it is a good thing for us to clean up our name.
Yeah.
If we are going to get foreign investors, we cannot be carrying the tag of criminals, 419, Yahoo, all of that all across. We need to clean our name. And when they get here, we'll deal with the issue.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, All Opinion Matters. I appreciate you for joining. All right. We'll get Choma in the house. Choma, thank you for joining. Make we hear your thoughts. We'll go use you close the show for sure.
Got you on that. I didn't even know you were doing the show, so I just saw it. I said, let me come and support.
Thank you.
But
Thank you.
great topic. Now waiting we did discuss for our WhatsApp side.
And,
So
and Choma, before you start, you know what's getting me on this thing? I they see Igbo people where they say, yes, it shows that the Tinubu government is doing well. I don't understand how this thing be doing well for Tinubu government. I don't go lie for you. But hey, sorry for cutting you short there.
No, my brother, they laugh because I know where they go. I go join you for that time. Dr. Ray, hello. Hello everyone. So here's my thing, right? Humanitarian rescue, to me, I don't think it's a humanitarian rescue. And it's just because, I join you with the whole mental. I don't think I can actually hold any executive position. It can only be like legislature because everybody, I will be using Nga to do giveaway. You will go to Nga. If your parents do nonsense, I will carry you and your parents, put you people Nga everywhere, Nga up and down, right? So now here's the issue with this bad precedent, right? Kachi, like in the past couple of days, I've just been going on every kind of post and just writing, it's war trauma. And I know why I'm doing that. And it's because, and I'm glad that I started doing that because like, you see how just in 1 week, that list comes, just look at the names. So many other Nigerians are looking at this as a Nigerian thing. Now, if na person, other people now, their name food that thing, I'm waiting. If na Saudi Arabia, they go collect these people now.
Yep.
These same people now no go. Only open Nigeria one mention. Oh, it's a good thing. You see how did they hail Lady Bianca? No be APC appoint them. No be this administration appoint them.
Yep.
She was a junior minister.
Yeah.
And then she became and one of the things I like about Lady Bianca actually is that, because she is an ABGA, every single administration, regardless of which party it is, they stay relevant. And that's really how I keep telling our people, that's how you have to stay. There has to be proximity to power.
Yeah.
For you to be able to then make sure that your type of people not there. Everybody now done they cheer. Oh, well, like the best Lady Bianca Ojukwu now, whatever. But now APC government bring that.
Yeah.
Now I get where she's coming from a legal standpoint, right? They're gonna come serve out their stuff, and there is an assumption that there's some people there. No way, Amaroto has she committed the crime and all of that stuff, and let them come and serve it. But to me, this is a bad precedent because it can be both. Like, I don't think this is like, it can also be both. Like, it can be, I can see all the humanitarian points people are making about it that I've been reading. I'm like, okay, I mean, fair enough, like Kachi would say. However, bad precedents because it gets region now where go concentrate because we know who travels out of Nigeria most. It is Southerners. And that's why when they do this nonsense that they do, and I say, ask yourself who migrates out of Nigeria. And that's why I love data. Data doesn't lie. It doesn't care about your feelings or your emotions. If you look at the data of the people who are in those countries that we need to have this humanitarian rescue, look at what happened in South Africa. You see Fulani people there. You see Hausa people there. You see Northerners there.
Yep.
I got Ethiopia, the same thing. This is a pattern, and whether you recognize it or not. So I find it very, 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 very weird that the people who are trying to convince us that the reason why all those Biafra terrorists are doing what they are doing is because of war trauma and epigenics. So what was the reason for these ones now?
Yep.
What was the reasons for this now? And would we be this understanding if Bianca Ojukwu now goes to a country that is predominantly known to maybe where Northerners go normally, like maybe Muslim countries, and now go and bring 100 Musas back? Would do you understand? You see what I'm saying about this? Oh man, I got all this future or whatever. You see how even all opinions matter is just saying like, yeah, they're gonna come serve out their time. Like nobody's even making it what it's not. Now everybody's like, no, we're not this thing, no. That war trauma that is that is, because nobody's saying war trauma here.
Yep.
So to me, I get how this could be a good thing, but however, it also speaks to a bigger problem that we have. Every time that this tribal thing gets to our head, we start doing we start going to, oh, they are buying Christians, they are doing this one, they are doing this one, they go block visa. Now, we are doing humanitarian rescue. If you have this number of people being rescued from every single country,
Yep.
and now us, they come out there, that pattern is something that eventually people can draw map out.
Yep.
And what it says is going to be more than whatever humanitarian rescue this is going to be.
Absolutely.
Sometimes it go even better say the people can't serve their time. When you try if they deport the people, they deport. Because if you commit the crime, you should serve the time.
You should.
And for me, the same way that I don't think that terrorists can be reformed, I think that there's certain criminals that can be reformed. And let's also know that just as bad as Kirikiri is, there's also type of, not be Nigerian prisons that they break into, not be the one for Imo State where we say,
Yep.
so if they carry all these 135 now, go put them for Sokoto now. Go put them for northern country now. You go still see these people where they shout now humanitarian rescue. They go say, why they carry all of them go put for, because they don't go carry them go put for Imo State, make una go break that prison again.
Absolutely.
They don't go carry them put for Onitsha. So you go break the prison again. Because when Masop people go break prison in 2006, Obi buy them on site. When they break the one for Imo, if they buy them on site, we will not be having the conversation of what we're having. Because whether you like it or not, these ones in prisons, I can guarantee you 99% of them probably looks at their Onye Ndufu as their leader of whatever.
That too.
As they were looking at Lady Ojukwu, they were not even looking at as an APC. They are looking, Onwe Ojukwu.
Absolutely.
That
Absolutely.
respect where she get. They know nobody they say now APC appointed.
Yep.
If everybody na Fulani slave, how Lady Bianca get the appointment where she will now go on? You see how she was very firm when she was talking about South Africa.
Yeah.
And she was firm. She was doing if you made it where nobody can get to any maybe like APC. If you say APC now Fulani, imagine what you could have missed. There was really no reason for her to take this approach.
Yeah.
In fact, she could have looked at all the names and do it. And they go tell and say, no, do amo. You say the optics no look good because she's an Igbo woman.
Yep.
And Igbo people feel there.
Yeah.
But she still did not give a damn because she figured out like as long as they go serve. Now let's just see how I'm gonna be following and see how they will like sort of clean this up neatly so it doesn't fall back on her. Because I would hate for this to fall back on her.
Yeah.
Where you won't do Ihoma con they look like Ihonjo. So I'm hoping for the best outcome for this stuff. But I'm also hoping that it will be also a warning to even parents. Because most of the time, your person they go abroad, say abroad and overseas no be the same. Abroad and overseas no be the same. Diaspora they the same. This things get ranking. So waiting they do there. Go ask. My person they jackpot. No be every jackpot what they jackpot rate. Like supposed to they get some places where our people don't jackpot go. And you go no say now a life of crime they wait them there. Because those places are mostly racist. They don't really, it's not like there's jobs for you to do there. So eventually you go put hand for waiting, you're not supposed to put hand. So who should be held responsible for that? Is that Igbo marginalization? Is it because people, they don't love us? Is it because Fulani people are, what is the problem in that case now? We cannot answer. These are questions, like it's bringing up, for me, I even put a third category and say, it's bringing up more questions. For every name that you see on that list, if now your village person, if now your compound person, if now only village or whatever, just think about what this kind of sort of implies. If you don't dare obodo ibo they say, oh, one mujo obodo ibo, one koga butike, or we go but on So for me, let's just let's give Nigeria the benefit of doubt in a sense of assuming they are going to cleanly handle this. And then when they don't handle it cleanly, we go, grab them like
we will come back, set ring light for them.
I don't finish my point.
That's how it be. But Choma, yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much. Always on point, always hit the nail for the head. No be me where you say fair enough, because I don't want to go deep. But it's what it is. The people where they there, 99% of them are Igbo people. Make I pause. I will not call the name of the people. Make I do like Kanye West. I will not call the name of the people. Now you people. Anyway, listen, man, it's just what it is. It's just what it is. We need to talk about these things and hold ourselves accountable. Like Choma is always, she's being sarcastic when she says it's epigenetics that's causing it, right? She's being sarcastic, obviously. We need to look deep and think about these things and hold ourselves accountable. No, na Fulani, na marginalization. Marginalization no cause you to leave Nigeria, go Ethiopia, go to do crime. And now they want now you're Tinubu Kaige, so come on now. We can do better. But hey man, it's what it is. Choma will be the last guest for today. I see Popcorn, I see Mr. A-Town Lag, I see Zaid. I see you guys requesting, but my plan to be here for 2 hours. We hit 2 hours, 36 minutes now. I don't try, make I go rest. You know, if na me and Choma show, we do 4 hours because na 2 people, 2 hours, you know. But today na just me. So now only 2 hours my strength to carry me. So I don't do my 2 hours. I've paid my dues today. I appreciate all of you guys for being here. Onye, I see you in the chat. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. TX Xavier, Choma, obviously. Minister of Violence. Thank you guys for being here. Popcorn, Abise. Who else there? Make us see. 1 second. Abise, Popcorn. I had to block some people. One man, make I shout them out. This is a bigoted man. You know, he come here to do 100% of them are Igbo people. He had to put it twice, so I know that's coming from a place of hate. So, you know, I had to block him. You're no longer invited to the Beer Parlor podcast, man. Go somewhere else where they do that bigotry. We don't do it over here. We're here to talk about facts. We're here to talk about issues. We don't come here to do bigotry, you know. But hey, man, shout out to LS Vega, Sonny You Wheels the best, Joseph Tochi, Akin Obeni, I forgot, Obeni Abe, Ani Classic, No Fracas, SM Bokong. And the other beautiful people that are here on Twitch, on YouTube, on Facebook. I appreciate all of you guys for being here. Thank you so much. Until next time, peace.